Here they go again. For the 141st time.
Unbelievable! It is the best rivalry in the National Football League.
Like always, they play with pride on the line.
Monday Night Football!
And tonight for Pittsburgh, to keep playoff hopes alive, the Steelers look to extend the season and an era with a storybook ending.
Super Bowl champion forever.
This could be it. What better way than Monday Night Football against a division opponent?
But the Browns have a different plot in mind.
We gotta knock them off the playoffs and send them off for the bank.
If it is indeed my last regular season game there, it's going to be one of the most important games of my career.
A night made more special or spoiled.
Give me everything you got!
When rivals collide. On Monday Night Football.
Heinz Field in Pittsburgh plays host to an all-time great for likely the last time as we welcome you to the progressive Monday Night Kickoff. What must be going through Ben Roethlisberger's mind at this very moment? Meanwhile, the only thoughts in Myles Garrett's mind, spoiling Big Ben's retirement party. Ben booked himself a round-trip ticket to Ohio. He started there. He'll wind up in Canton with a brief 18-year successful stop here in Pittsburgh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Football. And good evening. Louis Riddick, Brian Griese. I'm Steve Levy. Ben, when we talked to him this week, he laid out two acceptable late-game scenarios. Up a couple scores when he can look around and enjoy the moments, or as he would prefer, with the football in his hands, the opportunity for our last game-winning drive at home.
Yeah, and he's had 52 of those game-winning drives, so he knows how to do that. But tonight is why we all love football, to watch one of the greatest of all time do it for a final time in front of the fans that love him. And this has been a love affair from the very beginning. For 26 years, these fans waited for a Super Bowl, and then Ben Roethlisberger comes and he gives them 2 championships in his first 5 years. And for me, watching him through the years, the last 18 years, you knew that every single week he was going to get out there, get up off the mat. If he was hurt, no matter what, he was going to be there. And I have so much respect for him. And as a fan watching tonight, I can't wait to see how much magic he has left.
Yeah, look, it's all about connection when you're talking about the fans. Look, I went to school here at the University of Pittsburgh. This town is a blue-collar town. Ben emphasized the fact that that's who he is. That's who his family is. That's where he comes from. That's the kind of DNA that he has in him. That's why this fan base here, when he walked out on the field tonight, you heard an audible roar, and it made you want to run to the front of this booth and go, what's going on? But you know it was him. You knew he was the one who was coming out. You just hope that he can maybe get number 53 as far as a game-winning drive tonight. That'd be great for all of us.
So a lot of this tonight is about Ben, the individual, but Roethlisberger will point out, hey, we're not done yet. The Steelers have not been mathematically eliminated. Now, they need some help, but they got to take care of their own business, win the final 2 games, need a Colts loss at Jacksonville on Sunday, and whatever else happens, they can't have the Chargers and Raiders end up in a tie. So what about the all-important winning this football game tonight with emotions very high?
Yeah, listen, the Cleveland Browns have been eliminated, and they're upset, and they're going to give it their best. This is a rivalry game, make no mistake. I think that the Steelers have to start faster on offense. They have not got a first-half touchdown in the last 5 games, and I think they got to get the ball to Pat Freiermuth. Ben compared him to Heath Miller, the great tight end. And that's how lofty praise. In the red zone, he's going to be a target. And Deontay Johnson didn't have his best game a week ago against Kansas City. He put the ball on the ground, but he is their most explosive player on the outside. They've got him
for running the football and stopping the run, and that's where I'm going to focus tonight, stopping the run. This team defensively has allowed, over the past 3 weeks, two teams to rush for over 200 yards against them. That's just not going to work. That guy you saw on your screen right there, Nick Chubb, if you don't stop the run tonight, he will run it down your throat. That will be the key to victory on that side of the ball.
Steelers feel like they're already in the playoffs right now. The Browns want to send Ben out with a bang and maybe a boom also. Browns and Steelers, and Lisa Salters next on Monday night.
Give me everything you got today. Where else is it rather be?
Pittsburgh party. Back in the Berg, final Monday nighter of the regular season for what is likely the terrible towel curtain call for Ben Roethlisberger at Heinz Field. Down to Lisa Salters.
Steve, in just a few moments, Ben Roethlisberger is going to lead the Steelers out of the home tunnel for what will probably be the last time in his 18-year career. He has allowed himself to look back this week as he gets set to play in what will likely be his final home game here. But he says that has not kept him from looking forward towards a final playoff push.
Looking at the bigger picture, I would say that all signs are pointing to this could be it.
If this is Ben Roethlisberger's last game here at home, what a ride the last 18 years have been. It was love at first win for Steelers fans back in 2004, when then rookie Big Ben won his first 7 starts at Heinz Field. He's now started 122 regular season games on this grass, and he's won 75% of them.
I've been a person that I hope the fans will say I never quit. I'm going to give everything I have to this game, to this team, this season, and just really enjoy what I think, like I said, is the best fans and the best place to play in all of football.
Roethlisberger told us he expects to be emotional when he's about to run out of the tunnel here for the last time. But he said once the ball is in the air, with the Steelers' season on the line, he'll have no choice but to flip the switch.
The emotions will start to kick in, but I think I'm able to put those emotions a little bit on the back burner because of the focus of what we have to do to win this game. You know, it's 18 years, it's almost half my life I've given to this city and this team and the fans. And the fun thing is I know that I still have it in the tank to go out there this week and next week and give it everything I have.
And don't think that the kid from Findlay, Ohio has ever forgotten about the Browns passing on him in that 2004 draft, selecting tight end Kellen Winslow Jr. 6th overall instead of him. Roethlisberger has made him pay ever since. He's a dominant 24-3-1 in his career against Cleveland. Steve?
Lisa, this has all the makings of a truly special night in Pittsburgh. You've been watching the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff. Kickoff on ESPN is coming up next. You can catch the Manning Cast on ESPN2 after these messages.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
All right, we got some great guests coming up tonight. Tom Brady, LeBron James, Kevin Hart. Well, welcome David Letterman, Joe Buck, Michael Strahan, Coach Saban, one and only Drew Brees. These hips don't lie. I'm like Shakira. Loved me constantly spanking him, right? That all in one bite?
I mean, overall, one word to describe it is cute.
Cute? Shocking that a helmet doesn't fit you.
You don't like each other. Gig is up, boys.
To win it!
Touchdown.
Yes!
The handoff is to whoever the hell that is.
Feet are like this, and he throws like this. I'm jealous of Aaron Rodgers. LeBron, what do you like?
Go right back to the run.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Oh. All right, bro. Happy New Year. Happy birthday. Got a big game tonight. I talked to Kevin Stefanski earlier today. Eli, I expect the Browns to play hard tonight, even though they are out of the playoffs. They just found out yesterday they were out. He said they came here to win a game. Pittsburgh beat them the first time around. They owe these guys. They have not had a lot of success in Pittsburgh. Certainly beat them last year in a playoff game, but I expect them to fight hard tonight. How about Pittsburgh, E? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. They're going to fight. They're coming off a tough loss last week to Kansas City, but they still got a shot to make the playoffs. They got to win this game. They got to win next week in Baltimore. But really tonight, Pate, it's about Ben Roethlisberger, right? I talked to him this week. He said it certainly feels like it's his last home game in Pittsburgh. He's had an unbelievable career. And he talked a lot about starting fast, right? They haven't scored many touchdowns in the first half. He wants to start fast. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of no huddle. Let Ben get up to the line of scrimmage. Change plays, get to the plays he's comfortable with, and just change the tempo and get things going to see if they can trigger something and get a fast start.
Yeah, Ben's one of the best at that. You know, calling plays based on what he sees. I expect Cleveland to start in this two deep shell, two safeties deep, and rotate on the snap. Just like right there, the strong safety comes down there late, because if Ben knows it's going to be single coverage early, he's taking a shot to Claypool. He's taking a shot down the field. I think Cleveland's going to hold their looks on the snap, rotate down to try to give Ben less time to decide what the defense is going to do.
And obviously Pittsburgh's got a new center. Guys only snapped it, I think, 28 or 29 times this season, so that's something to look out for. Obviously, you get a veteran quarterback, but having a new center can change things up. So, you know, obviously I think Ben has done a good job of getting the ball out fast like that. You kind of think of him in his early days, Peyton. He would hold it, he would scramble, guys would fall off of him. He's not doing that as much. You know, the ball's coming out quick. He's still got the strong arm, but he's a little bit older now. He can't move, he can't buy as much time, he can't avoid those rushers like he used to be able to.
Hey, in his day, he was the best of all time at pumping one way, pumping the other. Guys all around him, you know, about to fall down, still getting the throw off to Heinz. Just the most frustrating thing to a defense. He did it to the Colts and the Broncos a bunch when I played against them. There's nobody like him when it came to staying in the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, ready to throw at any time. They're going to stop him. Oh, he got the first on the last play.
You know, Peyton, a lot of people always ask me, you know, hey, because Ben and I, we were drafted the same class, did y'all compete against each other? I said, always kind of, you root for your guys, the quarterbacks that you're drafted with. You're kind of proud of your draft class. So with Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers and I think, you know, always kind of rooted for them. I might have been a little jealous that he won that Super Bowl so early. I'm like, hey, I got to get going. I got to catch up with this guy. He's winning all these championships. But, you know, we become friends over the years, seeing him around, got to talk to him a good bit kind of this season, last season some, and, you know, so proud of him and his career and all the success he's had. Oh, missed a little high there.
That was a perfect look right there, Eli. Ben knew what Cleveland was doing, took a shot on a little curl flat weak side. They didn't complete it. Yeah, Eli, I think the 2004 draft class has done just fine by themselves. You know, Phillip Rivers, you, Ben Roethlisberger, what is that, 16, 17, 18 years, multiple championships, passing records. People talk about that 83 class, certainly solid class, but that 2004 quarterback class has done just fine, I would say.
Yeah, I think we've done all right. Ooh, well, there's our new center right there, kind of a low snap to start with.
Ben, I mean, a low snap doesn't bother Ben. I can promise you that. He's seen it all. Caught it one-handed.
This is really a screen, right? All those receivers are blocking. They're just throwing a little shallow route, try to get, you know, third and super long. With Cleveland's defense, right, they got a great pass rush. They don't blitz much. They rush forward, but they get to the quarterback quick early in the game. Don't take a sack. Don't turn the ball over. Try to push them back and let your defense go out there and play well.
Only thing about that low snap, Eli, it does take your eyes off the defense, right? You got to look down to find. A lot of times, even in the shotgun, you can kind of, you know, catch the ball and look at the defense at the same time. On a low snap, it takes your eyes off those safeties and sometimes makes you kind of hurry your decisions. Never experienced that with Jeff Saturday, the most automatic shotgun snaps of all time, just right there in your breadbasket. I had to give Jeff a little love, Eli. I was pretty rough on him a couple episodes ago, so trying to give him a little love.
Why did you always practice the bad shotgun snap drill where you have to take your eyes down and throw the hot route? Why was that always a drill you did all the time?
In case he was hurt, in case his backup was in.
Perfect.
Jeez. Eli, as you know, it's been a tough couple of weeks in the football world. We lost the great John Madden just a few days ago. There was nobody like him, Eli. I remember when he came to broadcast the first Colts game for me, it was a big deal when John Madden came to town. Nobody talked football like he did. Nobody loved football more than he did. The NFL will certainly miss him. I also lost a great teammate just a few weeks ago, Eli. Demaryius Thomas was one of my closest friends on the Denver Broncos. Fearless teammate, competitor, tough. just a guy that you want to play with and compete with, and cared about people's kids off the field, coaches' children. Really miss him. He was a special guy.
Yeah, both those guys were legends. I remember going to those production meetings with John Madden. You always remember your first one, going in to see him and talk to him. And then obviously Demarius, met him many times at Duke and got to know him. And obviously we lost Coach Dan Reeves, great player with the Cowboys. I think he was a player coach for a little bit with the Cowboys, but obviously a coach for the Giants as well.
Player coach for the Cowboys in one of their Super Bowls. That will never be done again. 9 Super Bowls as a coach and a player. So, hey, they all rest in peace.
No doubt.
All right, E.
What do you think Cleveland has to do offensively, Peyton, get things going here?
I mean, I like that right there. Baker hitting Jarvis Landry. That has not been happening as much this year as opposed to last year. The timing between the two of them just has not been the same this year for whatever reason. Lack of practice continuity. There could be lots of reasons for it, but they have missed each other. I expect a lot of Nick Chubb tonight. Obviously, as he goes empty right away, there's no chance he's running the ball on this play. So thanks for setting me up for that, E. Pittsburgh is going to see a lot of Nick Chubb tonight. I mean, Baker had a tough day against Green Bay, right, Eli? 4 interceptions. The best remedy after a 4-interception game is to come out and run the ball, hand the ball off to Chubb. I think they had over 200 yards rushing against Green Bay, so the running game is still going to be good. Their offensive line is excellent. Bill Callahan, one of the best line coaches in the NFL. So Nick Chubb, I think, is going to get a lot of carries tonight.
I think that's, from Pittsburgh, they're going to try to kind of force Baker to go win this game. If even if they go in the 3 receivers and kind of passing downs, they're going to stay base defense. They're going to say, we are not going to let you run the ball on us. We're going to keep 7 guys in the box, make you throw the ball. We're going to stop the run. We're not going to let Nick Chubb take over this game. So right there, obviously Baker just a little off, had an open slant, and it seems like I know last week he didn't play real well. I thought this week having like the ball got tipped there a little bit. I thought last week he didn't play as well. He also hadn't practiced in almost 2 weeks, and when you're wearing a brace and things are different, you don't get to practice. He's still a young quarterback, that can have effect. But he got to practice all this week. Kind of expect him to come out and grind and play well and get back on track here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason for practice. It's important. It matters in football, especially at the quarterback position. So
we'll drop right there. I think he could have turned up and got the first down right there.
He could have gotten it. He could have got it. That was actually a good decision, right? Pittsburgh's playing deep, throw short, get upfield.
You let him right in front so you can turn up, right? You always tell those tight ends to run to the flat. If I throw you that back hip, hey, stop, there's someone out there. If I lead you in front, turn up and go get the first down. If we throw it underneath the first down markers right there, put them in the right spot. The guy can't catch the ball though.
Yeah. Well,
no one back. They not.
Speaking of legends, Eli, we have the legendary Coach Bill Cowher joining us after this break. We're going to hear his stories about Ben. I know he was good friends with Coach Reeves and that classic Cowher snarl.
All right, welcome back. We got 0-0 in Pittsburgh tonight, and now, Pate, we get to invite the legendary Coach Bill Cowher onto the show, and obviously had a great career in Pittsburgh, and so just awesome that he's coming on and going to join us here. And there he is. What's up, Coach? Coach, obviously you had 15 years in Pittsburgh where you were the head coach. You won a Super Bowl there, and your quarterback was big Ben Roethlisberger in his second year. As you're sitting there watching the game tonight, what are the emotions going through as you see Ben possibly playing in his last home game in Pittsburgh?
Eli, I mean, he just represents what a Steeler is, right? The grit, determination, he's embraced every challenge that's been thrown at him. And just watching him grow. I only had him his first 3 years, but, You know, we were able to accomplish a lot, and just to get to know, he's just such a great competitor. I thought all three of you guys, that draft class that we had with you, Eli, you and Philip and Ben, I said, all you guys, the one thing about you guys were four-year college players. And the maturity level that you guys all had, you came into it, you understood the game, and you were just great students of the game, and just, you know, in your records and your all speak for themselves.
Thank you.
Coach, everybody knows you as a Pittsburgh Steeler. People forget that you played for the Browns and were an assistant coach for the Browns. I got to ask you, before your press conference when you were announced as the head coach of the Steelers, did you try to get all those pictures of you as a Browns player erased? I mean, this is a big rivalry between these two organizations.
Hey, listen, when I was with the Browns, my father had a Brown sticker on his bumper, living in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. And every time we'd come down as a Brown, they would take his aerial at the time and put it into a P and say, no, you're supposed to be for a Pittsburgh Steelers. And so my dad was so mad, but I'd bring some of the guys over to the house. And yeah, when I came back to Pittsburgh, it was just like two cities that mirror each other. They're blue collar, great sports fans, and just great venues to play. I mean, they're passionate about their teams.
Great mustache, even in Cleveland. It never left you. It's solid.
You know, I do
Coach,
love
I
what
know
they're doing
in
with Ben, though. No, I said with Ben,
ahead.
put him in the shotgun. You know, I texted with Ben this afternoon and just told him I thought, you know, embrace the evening. And I said, you know, you are one of the best fourth quarter comeback quarterbacks in the league, only behind Peyton, you, and Tom Brady. No one has more fourth quarter comebacks. So I said, how about this novice idea? How about the first quarter is the fourth quarter, and then then you play 3 overtimes. How about that for a game plan for a game, right? Just keep it going.
Right.
Just come out there, have fun, and
Coach,
just stay in the shotgun. That's where he's comfortable.
Are you saying throw the ball? I thought you were a run it guy. I thought you were just run the football. Run.
And no, it's throw early, you run late. You have to score points first, then you run the ball. So I love the way you think.
Coach, I know you had the misfortune of coaching Peyton in the 2004 Pro Bowl, and I just want to know, was he coachable? Like, did he listen? Did he call the plays you called, or was he trying to audible the whole time?
Audible. I mean, if I gave a play into Peyton, it didn't make any difference. I watched him for years. He called his own plays through the course of the regular season. Why would he change in the Pro Bowl?
Let's say,
I'm acting like I couldn't hear what he's saying right there, Eli.
Oh yeah. Here's one. How about this one, Eli? How about this one? Hey, my headset's out. My headset's out. I've heard that one before. Yeah, right.
A lot of static in Hawaii.
Push the button.
It's hard to hear.
Push the button. I know. We have bad communication, bad headsets. All you quarterbacks
3rd 9 right here. No doubt about it. Cleveland showing blitz. Let's see if they drop out here, E.
it looks like it.
How about Farmuth on the backside?
No.
Little check down. No, he says it's Farmuth going to cross.
They should have listened to you. That's the old classic, two linebackers in the middle, right? Show, and no go. Back out, right? Zone coverage.
And there was Farmuth was coming underneath there from the backside to the front side after the clear out. He didn't have the time. Watch Farmuth here after he chips. Look at that. If he chips, there's nobody going into that open space.
Might need to get back on the sidelines, Coach. Get over there and give Ben some tips.
Hey, classic game, Steeler game. Hey, nothing's wrong with a punt. There's nothing wrong with a punt.
Stay with us, Coach.
You got it.
All right, welcome back. Coach, you were known for a lot of your fiery interactions on the sidelines. My favorite, though, was in 1995. You guys got called for 12 minutes on the field. You take the printout of the play and you stuff it in the referee's pocket, proving y'all had 11 men on the field. That is the exact type of research-based tantrum that I support. Are you proud of this moment?
I am not proud of that moment, only because my daughter afterwards says, Daddy, I'm so happy you did that to the ref. And I said, you know what, Lauren? No, you don't do that to people on national TV. But it did feel good at the moment.
What was his response?
So I'm not proud. That's poor Gordon McCarter. Huh? It was so bad, Eli. It was so bad. I had it right there in front of me. I said, I know you can't look down, but at some point you just trust me. There's only 11. Just do the right thing.
Oh, there we go. That's what Cleveland wanted.
That's what they're going to have to do more of that right there.
Yeah, I don't know why they threw it so much the first possession, right? This is what they want to do. This is what they can do.
I mean, even last week against Green Bay, I kept saying after 2 interceptions, you can kind of tell it's not going to be your day in the passing game. You know, stop calling the passes and just give it to this guy. I mean, anytime you have 2 guards making the Pro Bowl, something tells me you ought to keep running the ball, right, Coach?
Yes. And honestly, it plays into Baker's strength as well. He's a play-action guy. I don't think he's a drop-back guy, right? I mean, he's a guy that's good on the move.
Yeah.
Give him the one read.
Yeah. I agree with that. Where every play, you want the defense not knowing what it's going to be. It's going to be play action, inside zone, run play, drop back pass. When you become one-dimensional with him, that's not really the strength of his game. I agree with that.
And that's the one thing about being under center. You know what, Peyton, you were in the gun. That's a downhill running game, too. That's a Nick Chubb. You get in the shotgun, it's more of a sideways running game. And, there's so many things you can do when you're back under center. And that's the thing that sometimes I think Pittsburgh's limited, is I think Ben would rather be in the gun, but it limits your running game.
Yeah. Coach, everybody calls the Steelers Blitzburgh back in the day. They're not blitzing as much this year. It's really not quite as true. What are you seeing from their defense that's different from years past?
I think recently it's just been so hard. I feel like they've been playing from behind the entire time, so you're kind of back on your heels. And in the run defense, again, is just something that I would make Baker Mayfield beat me throwing the football. Don't let Nick Chubb get going, So I don't think the receivers, I think they can match up with these receivers. They're not going to separate from you. So put more in the line and stack the box. Put the onus on Baker. Take it away from Nick.
Little shout out to the Steeler fans right there. 3rd and 2 going to 3rd and 7. That's Steelers crowd noise winning right there.
Yeah.
That's a different.
These are the big downs.
3rd and 2. You can do whatever you want. You can run it. You can play action. You can naked. 3rd and 7. You're throwing it. This is what Steelers want. They want Baker in 3rd and 7. Get T.J. Watt going.
And they had 3 guys over there on TJ. That's good.
That was a dagger penalty. 3rd and 2. I mean, I love Austin Hooper. He's a great player. I probably wouldn't let him back in the huddle for at least 3 more series after false starting on 3rd and 2, Coach.
As a coach, you love false starts, didn't you, Coach? You really like those.
It was pre-snap penalties. There's no excuse for it, none whatsoever. Post-snap penalties, sometimes you have to overcome them.
4th and 7.
4th and 7.
Statement. Well, it's at no ways land. That area of the field.
Wow.
Big stop. That penalty. He had him too. He had Jarvis on a little shallow route. They ran a pick route. He had him open. You can see him right here. Oh,
Hayward, Jam Hayward, batted ball.
That's his second. That's his second batted pass.
All right, welcome back. We got 0-0, and we got turnover on downs, but we still got Bill Cowher with us. Coach, you and Peyton had a wild game, playoff game back in 2005. What was going through your mind as you see Jerome Bettis fumble and then, Ben basically making like a game-saving tackle? What was going through your head right there?
Eli, was the most bizarre game I've ever been involved with because we thought we had an interception earlier with about 5 minutes ago with Troy. They called it back. Peyton then takes them down and scores. Now they get the ball back, and we sacked Peyton on consecutive plays, and it was about 1:24. So they had their timeout, so I said, I'll give it to Ben, and I'll give it to Jerome. He never fumbles. He fumbles. Ben makes this miraculous tackle, and then Peyton proceeds to throw about 2 balls into the end zone, which I'm thinking, oh my gosh, oh no, we can't do this. Ryan McFadden made a couple plays, and then the kicker, Vanderjack, who hadn't missed one all year, I go to ice him. I go, I'm going to ice him. He looks at me like what? And I'm going like, well, I'm supposed to keep my one time off for nothing? So I iced him, and he misses the kick, and, you know, and all of a sudden, Jerome was so relieved. Thank you, Ben. That could have been his last memory of a play.
Oh, we got a free play right here,
Free
Paige.
play by Ben right there, yeah. Everybody goes deep on those, right? I mean, the center,
yes,
pretty good by that new center right there, reading it, Eli, right? Snapping it as soon as he felt the guy jump. Everybody knows just to go deep. Ben's going to take a shot, hope for pass interference, hope for a big completion. No harm, no foul.
Coach, it looks like they're listening to you. They're going kind of 2-minute right now. They're going no huddle. They're playing fast. Put Ben in the shotgun.
Yes.
And let them treat it like it's the fourth quarter.
Yes, and it slows down the rush. Myles Garrett is not 100%, so just keep him out there. Don't give him a chance to rest. Just go no huddle. A little draw mixed
That helps.
in there.
We get 8 yards.
Third and 2. Yeah, that's Jerome Bettis looking like right there. Yeah, we talked about that season. Thank you for bringing up that video, Eli. That was one of the more enjoyable highlights I've seen this year, recapping that nightmare of a loss. But, Coach, that did send y'all into Super Bowl 40. There's this great clip at the end of the game when Ben keeps it, runs outside. There's this classic boom, baby clip by you. I know we're going to have it here in a minute, but it had to have been one of the most exciting times of your coaching career, knowing this Super Bowl was going to be real. Let's take a listen here, right here. Are you surprised that boom, baby didn't become like a signature line of all coaches?
Well, you know, I hate everything. You hear what I said. Ben kept it? That was not by design.
I could tell.
Let's see what he does. Hey, maybe he keeps it here. They need a first down here back.
He might keep it right here. Got it.
You got it. Looks like he didn't get that snap real clean right there, Peyton. I don't think that snap came real clean. He's not getting it with that new center.
I tell you, it didn't happen a lot, but anytime Jeff Saturday, our starting center, didn't play and we had a new center in there, I actually preferred to be in the shotgun as opposed to under center, because the shotgun, at least you can get on the ball, but under center, I mean, there's no way if the ball misses your hand or he snaps it a little bit off, there's no way you're going to recover that fumble with 330-pound D lineman falling on your face and pushing your face further into the grass. You cannot recover a fumble with all that grass in your face. So I like Ben in the shotgun with this young center.
Well, I guess you're not a fan of the quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I had a long neck. You think I'd have an advantage to kind of just sort of reach across, but, that's probably why I had neck problems, because I did too many quarterback sneaks early. Yeah. Well, I couldn't jump either, Coach, so that was out of the question, too.
Coach, I talked to Ben this week, and I told him you were coming on the show, and he had nothing but unbelievable things to say about you and what a great coach you were in person. But he only talked about you just saying, run the ball. I don't care if there's 11 guys at the line of scrimmage, run the ball. No checks. They don't care. Run the trap, run the draw, just keep running it.
I did give him checks. You can run either left or right. Depends on what you see. So he had options. So he did have options.
A lot of flexibility there. All right, I think Cleveland
got
might
everybody
come
up here.
I think they're coming. I think they're coming here.
You think so?
He's in 2-down territory, so he's in 2-down territory. I wouldn't worry. Don't have to get to 10 yards right now.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
That's your classic blitz
might have
read
been a
right
hot.
there. That was a hot
read.
Yeah.
What's a hot read, right?
Yeah.
They're bringing more than you can block. Quarterback sees it, receiver sees
Yeah.
it. It's a sight adjustment. They're adjusting a deeper intermediate route to a short slant. Ben throws that slant. Ben gets that ball out quick, gets it to that receiver quickly where he has a chance to get up the field. That's basically how they beat Cleveland the first time on a quick slant. All right, Coach, 4th and 5. What do you like here?
I think he's got a lot of options right here. I mean, he's talking to Ray. He's going to work the inside slot if he can. He's reading the safeties, and depends on what kind of pressure he's getting, but he looks like it's pretty much going to be man. Now they're going to try to go too high from zone.
Got him on a zone blitz.
Yeah, it was another hot right there, Peyton.
I don't think he saw him. Pretty good disguise there by Cleveland.
He was reading man. Very nice, very good disguise. You know what, Peyton? You were the worst because I used to have the only time I ever used a clock on defense was against you. Because I said to myself, we can't show anything before there was 8 seconds left on the clock because you wouldn't have time to change the play. So I used to do practices with the shot clock for our defense, and I try to see if we can disguise things and get it down to about 8 seconds. 10 was too much time. You could change a play with 10.
Well,
that's hard,
Peyton. We all a lot, so thanks a lot for
drop a defensive tackle. They drop a defensive tackle into the zone. You don't always see that. Usually a defensive end might drop, but defensive tackles is tough.
That was a good disguise.
That was a great design by Joe Woods. Really good, very good.
Hey, Coach, we're probably getting ready to go to the quarter. Just talk about your relationship with Dan Reeves, what a special guy he was. I know we lost a great one just the other day.
We really did, Peyton. You know, I got to meet Dan through Marty Schottenheimer. I told his story my 3rd or 4th year, and I would go to the league meetings, and Marty said, come on, play golf with us. And I said, okay. And so I went down. I didn't know who us was. It was me, Marty, Dan Reeves, and Don Shula. We're all in this car, and I'm thinking, man, I'm like a fly on the wall. We're going, and Marty's going, you know, Bill Cowher, if you keep up this pace of 10 wins a game, you're going to pass Don Shula. You're only 37 years old. And I'm thinking, okay, that sounds good. I just, you know, am I going to live that long? I mean, I don't even, you know. So it was like, but it was such, I revered these guys. And there's always me and Dan Reeves against Marty and Don Shula on the golf course. Dan was a great competitor.
That's awesome.
Great respect for Coach Landry. That's why he wore what he wore. The man, him and Marty, to me, both belong in the Hall of Fame.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well said. All right, last play of the quarter here,
down.
3rd and 6.
Oh, receiver was moving forward. Oh, boy. Oh, there he is. What a year he's had.
There he is.
I'm telling you, Cleveland wants Watt to be dropping into coverage, not rushing the passer. Yeah, I think it's going to be on Cleveland.
I'm surprised they're not chipping him, right? I mean, they don't have many other guys that get a great pass rush. You'd think they would have a back tight end chipping Watt just to give you that extra second, especially on 3rd and long.
Hey, Coach, you're the best. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach. We really appreciate it. You're the best.
Thanks, Peyton. All right, man.
Congrats on the Hall of Fame also, Coach.
All right, we're back. We're really honored to have Coach Bill Cowher. He was awesome. We have Commissioner Roger Goodell joining us this quarter. In the 3rd quarter, Snoop Dogg. And to close it out in the 4th, Aaron Rodgers. So great lineup of guests tonight, E. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, Pittsburgh, they've tipped 3 passes of Baker Mayfield already this game. I mean, it's got to be so annoying. You want to get your quarterback back going a little bit. He had a rough game. You're getting some easy completions, some slants, some hitch routes, and you got defensive tackles and defensive ends tipping the ball, and you get incompletions. It's got to just be frustrating for the Cleveland Browns right now.
Yeah, it really is frustrating because most Eli, I hate batted balls. I mean, batted balls are always coming from a D lineman who got no pass rush. He's just stoned at the line of scrimmage. And so what does he do? He just jumps, right? And so I'm like, you're not doing your job. Rush the passer better, get closer to me, and I can throw it past you. I do think it's good reason to move the pocket, like Coach Cowher said. Get Baker outside the hashes, toward the numbers. No batted balls when you're throwing on the run, right, Eli? All those batted balls are going within the pocket. So let's see if Pittsburgh can answer right here. And Eli, we are honored to have Commissioner Roger Goodell joining us. Coach, Commissioner, excuse me. Look, we certainly understand that a warm welcome isn't always what you get. In fact, the three of us share something in common. We've all been booed relentlessly. Would you be more comfortable tonight if we just booed you tonight just to kind of get you in the mood? What do you think?
I would love it if you guys booed me. Who wouldn't want to be booed by the Manning brothers, right? That's awesome.
So we brought our own boos.
Hey, you know
with
that's
us.
part of the fan experience.
That's right.
You know that's part of the fan experience. So we all love it. You don't even have to pipe them in. I'm used to it.
Commissioner, you a few years ago you hosted the draft from that very room that you're in right now. Did you enjoy doing that experience in your basement, or honestly, did you miss all the hugs? I know you're a big hug guy.
I am a big guy, Eli. And the thing, I got actually a text this afternoon from one of your former teammates, Justin Tuck, who said, "Don't let them take credit for what you started with the virtual draft." So he says, I think I should get a royalty out of the Manning brothers on Monday Night Football. But I got to tell you, there's nothing like being at the draft with those guys. As you know, that's a special moment when you're selected. And for me to be able to share in that moment when they're actually figure out what team they're going to after all those years of hard work and what they're trying to accomplish in life and on the football field, to me, it's a great moment. So I was thrilled to be back in Cleveland this year and looking forward to Vegas this year.
Commissioner, another special moment you get to do is to be on that podium.
Hey, if you call me coach one more time, I'm going to take that.
Being on that podium after the Super Bowl winner, after the game, that's certainly a special moment for you. Your first year as commissioner, the Colts won the Super Bowl. My first question is, why didn't you become commissioner earlier? Maybe we would have won a few more earlier. But looking at this picture of you and I on stage in Miami, it looks pretty clear to me that 1,000 meetings with Jerry Jones can really age someone. Do you feel the same way?
Hey, I've taken a lot of hits in life, and those are 1,000 of them. But yeah, it definitely looks like I've aged. Seeing you and Tony Dungy up there brings back a lot of great memories. I mean, to have that be my first Super Bowl as commissioner, to hand the trophy off to Jimmy Irsay and the two of you, and Tony Dungy as the first black head coach, that was a thrill of a lifetime. So thank you for that special memory, Peyton.
No doubt. Well, special for me as well.
You happened not to mention the fact that the Colts won, but that was Peyton Manning's first Super Bowl.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Speaking of coaches, Commissioner, we lost the great Coach Madden last week, and I know the two of you were very close, and a few training camps you would go on his tour bus and go around and see all the training camps. What was it like touring America on his bus with Coach Madden?
Hey, Eli, I think you both know Coach. Nobody loved football more than Coach Madden. Nobody loved to talk football more than Coach Madden. In some ways, it was exhausting. I see the picture up there. He never stopped talking about football. From the moment he woke up until the morning we went to bed, it was nonstop football. We'd bring guys on the bus. We'd have coaches on the bus, players on the bus, network personalities. It just fans. He just loved to talk football with anybody. And I always say, you go to a rest stop with Coach Madden, you're in for a thrill of a lifetime. I'll never forget the time we went to Chili's, and he went up to the front table, and ran out of chili. And Coach Madden could not get over that. Chili's doesn't have chili, and he rode that for another 500 miles.
How does that happen? Yeah, I can see him.
I don't know.
On and on. I remember the first time he came to do a game.
I think he got the telestrator out. Yeah.
Of course he did. I mean, the first time he came to broadcast a Colts game, in our production meeting, usually it's a couple of questions. He's got me on the board. I'm drawing up my reads. He's like, hey, tell me what you're doing when you're throwing it to Marvin Harrison. I'm like, why am I telling John Madden like my reads? That's between me and my coach. But John Madden could bring that out of you. I'm in there for an hour. One of the best, moments of my life, just talking football with him. So, no doubt about it. He's a football icon, and nobody loved football more than him.
But Peyton, I think both you and Eli realize he really changed the way we all watch football, not just as a broadcaster, but because of the way he understood the game.
That's right. That's exactly right. A lot of history in Pittsburgh here for John Madden. Probably not his favorite moment, the Immaculate Reception back in '72.
I promise you that came up a few times on the bus ride. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. All right, Steelers down the red zone. Finally, Commissioner Goodell gets on. We get some points maybe going in this game. There we go. There's Bradshaw. There's Frenchy Fuqua. There's Jack Tatum. There's the great Franco Harris, and the rest is history. Yeah, I don't think John Madden ever got over that one. All right, let's get some points going here, Eli. Second and 3.
Yeah, see what they got.
Good time to throw a touchdown. Or hand off to Harris.
7-yard run. First and goal at the 5 here. You're on fire with your predictions. You're really on fire.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's always nice to have somebody always pointing out when I'm wrong, Commissioner, so I can count on my little brother for that.
Yes, you can.
But this is Steelers would be better at predicting a play call than you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
When it comes to the AFC North, just bet on a run.
Touchdowns the last 5 games.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Maybe take a fade, take a shot up toppy.
Yeah, I think first down. Oh, it's going to slant. That same little slant. Again, that's kind of the old school RPO, Pate. That was a run play. He just got a one-step slant. If there's no will defender in the lane, you just kind of fake. You can bring that will maybe in a little bit. You just hit a little one-step strike, slant, whatever, looky, whatever you want to call it. There's the will defender.
Yeah.
And good job by Ben seeing it.
Yeah, just that fact that he turned his back just a minute to the tailback that brought that will linebacker in. Ben throws that quick slant strike as good as anybody of all time. It's quick, it gets out in a hurry. Because if you're late at all, right, that receiver's getting in there too close to the inside linebackers, it brings the safety into play. It's got to get out of your hands quick. Commissioner, stay with us. I will address you as commissioner in this next segment, I promise you. Welcome back. We have Commissioner Goodell still on with us, and Eli, he comes on, he finally get a touchdown and get some points. Bill Cowher, 0-0, just the way he wants it, right? Defensive battle. So you and I like points, so thank you, Commissioner, for giving us a touchdown. Good to have Ben Roethlisberger get a touchdown pass in possibly his last home game there. Not definite, right? But as Ben said, things are looking that way. Commissioner, we were talking about youth football. Certainly, Eli and I played a lot of youth football as kids with our brother Cooper. You also played youth football in the backyard with your brothers. The difference, though, in our family seems to be that your family believed there was a dress code for backyard football. And the question is, was that dress code strictly enforced, or were there penalties if someone wore a T-shirt? I don't remember Cooper and Eli and I ever wearing long pants and like shirts and ties in backyard football. So I want to hear about those games back in the day.
I'm one of 5 boys, Peyton, and, we dressed up for everything. And, we were on our way to church probably. We played football beforehand. There's a good shot of it. But you let me see the Manning brothers try to tackle that Great Dane was 130 pounds. So you learn how to do that. Then you'll learn how to play youth football. But, the Manning family, every shot I've ever seen of you guys. Yeah, but you got your helmets on and your uniforms on, not in that shot, but every shot I've seen of it. So we played real football. We didn't have helmets and uniforms. We just threw the T-shirts down.
There you go.
And that was it. So.
I like it.
Looks like Cleveland, they're going back to run the ball. Peyton, 3 tight ends. So hopefully you should see some play action eventually. They haven't done any play action yet. That'll stop some of those tip balls. Oh, here you are, Roger in high school. The Broncos.
High school. Where did we find this picture? Yeah, I love this one.
I don't know, but wouldn't you guys like to throw to that guy, huh?
The old, what do you call that thing?
That's rough.
Covered the nose. That's old school. That is old school.
That was the old bullhorn. Don't you remember that bullhorn?
Yes,
that's what they call it. Yeah. Hey, if you had worn that bullhorn, you would have been a lot safer. Yeah, I was tight end that year.
What position were you, Coach?
Safety.
Coach, commissioner. You got me calling him Coach now.
I was tight end on offense, and I played safety on D.
I like it. I love it.
Were you ever fined any illegal hits? All legal?
I played the game by the rules, Eli. You know that.
Oh, baby. Good answer.
Commissioner, you've been a commissioner for 15 years now. There have been a lot of changes, right, over that course. The biggest is the 17th game. Next week, there'll be that 17th game, with all divisional games. Was part of the thinking adding that extra game is that all of Peyton's records will be broken that much sooner?
Hey, Eli, that was easy to do. That didn't take another week. But, the reality is that I really believe that what's made the league successful over the years is continuing to move towards quality and making everything we do better. And, I've told you guys before, I'm not a big fan of preseason. And to move a preseason game into a regular season game and give us a chance to bring the fans a higher quality game, to me, that was really important.
Makes it more exciting for sure. Stay with us.
No doubt.
All right, we're back. Commissioner, you were talking about next week. We got some exciting games next week, playoff spots on the line. I mean, back in the day, nobody really played in that last week. I mean, the Giants did against the Patriots during their Super Bowl run, but now week 17, I mean, it's exciting, right? Chargers, Raiders to decide a big playoff spot. Yeah. To me, that's a big deal.
Going back to Coach Madden, it's one of the things he always used to say to me. We think we address that by having the divisional games at the end of the season, because when you're playing a divisional opponent, no matter whether you're playing for a playoff spot or not, you want to win, and you come and you play. And so I think changing that towards the end of the season, we have a lot more divisional games. The last weekend is all divisional games. It's made a difference for us in competing. And you were right, Eli, I remember the year you won the Super Bowl and you played the Patriots at the end of the season. You guys came out and played and you had nothing to play for, but I think that actually vaulted you onto the Super Bowl. And on the other side, Peyton, you guys, the Colts, you were famous because you were out so far in front. You would sit for the last couple of weeks and you'd rest a lot of players.
Right.
We want to see guys play. We want to see teams compete. And I actually think momentum has a lot to do with it. So when I look at where we are this week, I see the momentum. I see teams wanting to play to win, and that's really what we're all about. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
No, I agree. I mean, it makes it so much more exciting, and it's actually easier for the players. Hey, let's go. Let's just play them all. Let's keep it going. Obviously, when you're sitting out, do you lose your rhythm? Do you avoid injuries? But you also kind of lose your flow. So it's just much cleaner when you get to keep playing. Eli, you told me that John Madden called Coach Coughlin after that game and said that was one of the best things that he had seen.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was the last game of the season. We had already clinched a spot in the playoffs. The Patriots had obviously already clinched. They were just going for the undefeated season. But after, you know, Coach Coughlin came in and said, hey, we're playing this game, we're playing to win. And he said that early in the week, and we all played, and we played the Patriots tough. They ended up winning, but we lost. But it did give us a little confidence offensively going into the playoffs. And that next day, Coach Coughlin had a message from Coach Madden telling them, you know, that was awesome. That the point of these football games, regular seasons, you play to win. That, you know, you go out there and you do the right thing. And eventually, Coach Coughlin played that voice message to the whole team, to the coaches, the whole organization, and is saying, hey, that's the part. You do the right things. You go, you play the games, you play to win. And you know, so that was one of my greatest, you know, moments, kind of with Coach Madden, is just, you know, knowing that voice message. And that, you know, we went out there and made him happy, and that made me happy just because he was such an icon.
Eli, that had to have helped, right. You know, when you did play the Patriots in the Super Bowl, didn't it? I mean, to know that you played them hard as you did on the Week 16.
No doubt. We played them. You know, they were. You know, we were 12-point underdogs or whatever. But, you know, we knew we hung with them. We were kind of a possession away from beating them, and that we could hang with them. And, you know, we scored a bunch of points on them. So it definitely gave us a lot of confidence going into that Super Bowl. So I think it was a great decision by Coach Coughlin saying, hey, we're playing this game. You know, if we want to win a championship, this is the team we're probably going to have to play. So let's go get a little test try on them.
But Eli, I feel like y'all let them win because y'all wanted them to be undefeated and ruin their season in the Super Bowl, right? So that was well orchestrated. I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah. Coach Coughlin said, hey, throw a pick late in the fourth quarter and give them the ball back just so they can go win. So that was all planned.
Illegal shift. Kicking team number 31 was
penalties
never
here
set prior to the snap. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. First down, Cleveland. Timeout.
Okay, stay with us, Commissioner. We're going to commercial here. Got some more questions.
You got it, guys.
All right. Commissioner Goodell's still with us. You know, Commissioner, it's so special for me to watch Peyton get inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. But as you notice right there, he's wearing a pocket square. Is that normal? I've never seen another person go into the Hall of Fame with a pocket square in the jacket. How did that happen?
You got me, Eli. You know, it's funny. No, I did not put that in there. On Friday night, when we give the jackets to the Hall of Famers, I think we probably gave out 15 that night. They gave me Peyton's jacket, and I look at it and I see the pocket square. It's the first time I've seen that in whatever it is, 16 years, that someone's got a pocket square in their Hall of Fame jacket. So when he came up, I said, this is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm seeing this. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's a first. So he was proud of that pocket square.
Preparation.
I think that's a uniform.
Yeah,
a uniform foul. That's a fine. You can't do that. It's like illegal socks. You can't have a pocket square in the jacket.
It's a good point, but this was a Hall of Fame event, Eli, so I don't have any authority on that one.
Eli, nice call on the play action for the Browns. Another interception. So, Eli, the batted balls are not as bad as the interception. So let's just go back to maybe going back to staying in the pocket. So
I didn't tell him to boot him to the left. I didn't tell him to do a bootleg to the left. Roll right. He's right-handed. He's got a left shoulder problem. Everything to the left.
He's got his
I don't know why he didn't throw it to the tight end.
He's got the tight end, Njoku, right there.
Oh, and the receiver's got to go flat right there, right? The guy's right on you. He's drifting up and then makes the ball underthrown. If he's flat, but not a great decision. You know, definitely had the tight end right there.
Always thought on those bootlegs, Eli, that the guy in the flat was the first read, the tight end on the drag was the second read, and that deep out route was kind of the last read, right? It's not really one that you throw all that much. Ben likes to go deep right after these turnovers. Let's see if they take a shot right here.
What's he doing when he's pointing, Pate? What's the double point that he does a lot of times in the shotgun? Oh, there you go. Oh.
Eli, the double point, I'm glad you asked because obviously you weren't aware of this as you were playing. When you point a single point, okay, that means that one linebacker comes, he's hot. When you point two, that means if both of those linebackers come, now it's hot. It's called a dual point, hence the two hands, right? So it's, you know, obviously Miami of Ohio, Tennessee, Ben and I can handle the dual point, you know, Ole Miss, the single point is probably safer for you.
Hot off one, make it simple.
Commissioner, we have Snoop Dogg joining us in the third quarter, and he's also one of the performers in Super Bowl halftime this year. And the question on my mind and everybody's mind is, what is your favorite Snoop Dogg song?
You know, that's, you know, listen, we're excited about having our halftime show with Snoop in there, and we got some great performers. I don't think I could tell you a single title without violating your rules on using language on air. So I think I'm going to have to pass on that one. I'm interested to have Snoop talk about the halftime show. I think I remember Marshawn, so I'm going to watch myself.
Hey, between Eli and Marshawn, believe me, it's wide open on this show. I can promise you.
I think Marshawn had a little gin and juice that night before he came on the show.
No, Hennessy. It was Hennessy.
Yeah, that's a good one, Eli.
It was Hennessy.
I was trying to do a Snoop song. Obviously, you didn't know that Snoop sang that song.
I got that, Eli. You know, hey, the birthday boy knows what he's talking about.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that.
I'm with
There's
you,
a
Eli.
pump fake, Peyton. Here's the old. That's old school Ben right there. There's a pump
Ben
fake
right there.
Scramble,
right.
first down.
Pump right. Take a look at the pass rusher too. He takes a look at him. Watch this.
Right here.
Pumps. Then he looks at Garrett. He looks at Garrett. Turn. Find Garrett.
Watch. He looks behind him. He knows he's free. Look at there. There's Garrett. I'm good. I love it. A lot of his, I think it's different with Ben. It's not a pump fake. Not like I think he wants to throw it, and he's strong enough that he pulls it back. It's like, you know, Tiger at a swing, and then someone makes a noise and he stops the swing. He's strong enough where he pulls the ball back and then it reacts. So it's not like, hey, I'm gonna pump this and go left. It is a reaction thing. You can see right here, I mean, he's looking to his right there. I mean, this is not a pump to try to eventually throw left. He's ready to throw right there, and he's still looking, wants to throw it, and now it's this reaction. Hey, where can I find someone else open? But when you do that long pump, you get everybody to move. I mean, the safeties, linebackers, even if you're in man-to-man, you see someone throwing that hard, you're going to leave your guy, so it's a way to get guys open.
Yeah, most of the time, like when those guys pump, a lot of quarterbacks, that ball falls out of their hands, right? It's the kind of the incompletion. Yeah. I mean, Ben, literally almost lets it go, and you're right. Only he can pull it back. Right coverage right there. 3rd and 7 here. Commissioner, what do you like here? I'm 0 for 5 on predictions so far, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You know, as commissioners, we root for a close game, so, you know, I'm looking for Cleveland to make a stand here. We like that 7-0 at halftime. Maybe Cleveland coming back for a score. That would be good. So.
I got it. I got it. All right. I'm going with a little seam right here to Freiermuth, Eli, in the slot on the right.
Okay.
On little cover 2 seam.
Yeah, they're playing a little cover 2. Oh, there's the pump. That was a real pump.
Oh,
that was
nice.
a real pump. That's the old stick nod, Pate. Stick nod. It's a good job. Actually, a good job by the receiver. Usually on a stick nod, you want the defender to undercut you, and you go over the top. This guy kind of played over the top. He did a good job. Yeah, he did a good job. He came underneath him, and you know he's open. There's a big lane in there, but that was a real pump. So you can see that was a real pump by Ben to try to get that linebacker to jump him and hit him on the old stick nod. I think that's what.
Hey, Eli, who's the one who had the stick nod? Who's the guy who got really stick nod on that one? That was tough.
There's a lot of sticking going on right there. A lot of sticking. Ray ran the stick nod, and then he got stuck as he was coming out of the nod into the ground. So that's John Madden talk right there, right?
There it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
As a tight end, you probably had to run the stick nod. It's like a classic tight end, but now we got receivers doing it. You want to get a receiver on a linebacker right there. Team's playing so much zone coverage.
All right, I'm going back to
Just
Freiermuth.
just like you
Still
quarterbacks.
my prediction here.
You're saying Freiermuth, huh? I like another RPO eventually. You know, that's how much the NFL's changed. Some of your favorite red zone plays or run plays, because you know you're getting man coverage. You can throw those quick slants and fades. It's like, hey, yeah, what's your favorite pass down here? Yeah, call this run where I have the option to throw it.
I don't think Cleveland has enough DBs to afford an injury right here. They had both their starting safeties out. Eli, he wanted to throw this slant again. Let's watch the safety. Watch the safety going over there. Hey, Commissioner, thank you for joining us. You were awesome. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much,
Great
Coach.
to be with you. Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Eli. Oh, let's start talking.
RG, thank you, man.
Thanks, Roger.
Hey,
thanks so much.
Thank you,
man.
Hey, why is there only one guy who gets makeup on this set?
Please.
I'm pretty.
Cut his camera.
It's naturally
Cut his
pretty.
camera now. Cut his camera. I mean, it's one thing to get it. It's one thing to get it from your brother. To get it from the commissioner of the NFL. My gosh.
Love it.
All right, third and goal. Third and goal.
Third and goal.
I like the fade this time. I like the fade up top.
He got the tight end. Oh, get it there.
That's the only thing he doesn't do as well as he used to. I mean, Ben could make those throws, back it up, right? Eli, he can muscle those throws. His legs just aren't the same as they used to be. It's hard to make those throws if you don't get your feet set.
Yeah.
I think he does have them. He does have them right there.
Yeah. He was looking for that return route by Johnson there. Kind of, so that was his number one. It wasn't open. And now it's just hard to come all the way back right. You're not really thinking, that was just probably his fourth option late. Just couldn't quite step into that throw.
It's a little bit of a Myles Garrett factor, too.
All right, what are we doing, Pay? What do you got for us?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right here. Watch him. He's got him. Right there. He's got the tight end. Just set your feet. Just set your feet, right? But he feels Myles Garrett coming in there. Clowney's coming in there. He just keeps drifting because he doesn't want to get sacked. He wants to get the throw off. But if he sets his feet right there, he's got the tight end on the little drag route for the touchdown. I attribute that incompletion to Myles Garrett. That's the Myles Garrett factor.
I think just because he wasn't looking at him first, Pate. He's working on Johnson, had this little kind of out, in, out route. It just took too long to happen, and he didn't win. He's looking. Now he's like, uh-oh, and just couldn't step into that throw right there. He knows it. He's mad. He could have got off that, got through his progression maybe a little bit faster. But
all right, we have Cleveland does not have a third down conversion. Pittsburgh did complete their first third down conversion. So we are willing to learn, right? We are a combined 1 for 12 on third downs between these two AFC North rivals. So in the second half, let's get a few more third down conversions going. Let's see if Baker can get a little 2-minute drill going. Like Commissioner said, a little drive here to make this thing 10-7 at halftime.
That'd be good. That'd be good. Ooh. All right, 9 straight incompletions. So I think 3 yards. I think the best thing that could happen is you get a 2-minute drive, right? Get a 2-minute drive, get a completion, get back on the ball, and get going, right? Let's just stop. Don't think. Get them in shotgun. Let them see it, and get some. Where are your completion throws? Hey, what's your best pass to get a completion? And let's go to that.
I still think they can run the ball with 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go, Eli, because Cleveland gets the ball in the third quarter, so they like to have 2 possessions in a row here. We talk about this all the time, right? So I don't mind that call, you know, running the little clock right there, try to score, get the kickoff in the third quarter, get 2 scores back to back. I wouldn't mind a little more sense of urgency, though, right there, just a little bit, just to get into a rhythm.
Yeah,
I huddle.
Just get your quarterback.
Yeah.
Get them going. Get them on. Get them on something.
I mean, to me,
obviously they've had some tips. They've had some drop screens. They, you know, obviously had the interception, but they haven't had a whole lot of great opportunities of open guys, and you know, the tip balls and batted balls are annoying. All right, here's the play action to the right. All right, 10 in a row.
I do not like a 3rd and 8 is what I don't like in my 2-minute drill. I like first down, second down, first down. So I mean, Pittsburgh's going to get the ball back. They're going to have 3 timeouts.
Pittsburgh's saying we got to stop here. We can go up 13 or 17 and have it, you know, kind of take over this game a little bit. All right, big 3rd down here for Baker.
Chubb not in.
Let's see if they chip Watt here a little bit on the left side. No, they have a receiver. Watt's on the right side. Oh, spin move.
That'll way. Good play. Nice play.
Just need a little spin move in there to get going.
The spin move going left doesn't happen that often anymore. I mean,
the 2-minute warning.
See this.
2 minutes.
Let's see the spin move.
Timeout.
Coming out. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice play, Baker. Nice play. Let's go. All right, we're back. Now we can start a 2-minute drill. I think, Eli, right? Surely now Browns will go a little bit of a up-tempo. I still think they can run the ball because I think running the ball to Chubb is their best play, right? He has 4 carries for 35 yards. That's not enough carries. Last week against Green Bay on a 3rd and 12, they ran a sweep to him and he got the first down. So I wouldn't mind giving him the ball. Of course, if he was in the game, that would help.
You were right on the run, though. You called the run, so I'm happy.
Okay, 1 for 2.
Happy for it. I'll give it to you.
Okay, they are going no huddle, though. They are going no huddle here. So
you're on fire. You're on fire now.
We're making progress.
Little curl flat, right?
I kind of have that one. Pretty good play by Witherspoon. He was squatting. Eli, he was squatting right there at 7 yards, right? That's playing the sticks, right? He's not threatening to go deep. Look at him. He never gets out of his back pedal. And he gets his hand in there. That's
on the
a nice
outside
play.
there. A lot of times those DBs, right, they see that running back going the flat. They know something's coming, right? It's usually a slant, a curl route. They understand those concepts. So, pattern read, right? It's a good time. You know, you kind of put that in the back of your mind a little bit. You might see that again later in the second half. A little stutter go, right? Yes, in the back in the flat. Have that guy run either a slant and go or a curl, a little stutter go.
Ooh.
You always like that's when you always used to throw the ball.
Yeah, throw that ball
on the ground. Right?
Just throw that ball on the ground so those D linemen don't hit you and say, hey, I didn't hear a whistle, and you just boom.
Offense.
Elbow, shoulder, right to the
5-yard penalty.
ribs.
Still 3rd down.
We always said, Eli, the biggest thing in 2-minute drills we had to avoid were penalties, right? I mean, they're the biggest killers in a 2-minute drill. Just a little early. Once again, that's crowd noise. That's the steel curtain being a factor in this game. All right, 3rd and 11. Come on, Baker. Where's Landry? Let's find Jarvis. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to blitz, right? They're going to play coverage.
Oh, they're dropping out.
Right? Nobody's following Landry. That means it's zone coverage. Tampa 2.
Landry's chipping. Oh, he
nice
got him.
throw, that a baby. Nice
Landry's,
throw.
You got your best receiver is chipping T.J. Watt there.
Well, he finds Peoples-Jones on the dagger route, right? Dagger's a 16-yard
chip either.
In route. Njoku runs the drag route. That's a nice throw. He couldn't finish at all.
Could not
Watch
finish
this.
through.
That is a heck of a throw.
All right, got to get up there fast, run it, get nothing. Now you got to
get an injury report on Chubb. Please tell me Chubb is injured. That's why he's not in the game. Can anybody explain that one to me? Eli, we need a sideline reporter on the mega cash here. Still got to get somebody
Coop.
over there.
Get Coop.
No, not Cooper. No, please.
What do you mean? There you go, a little double stick, right? Working outside in, get out of bounds. Landry's not chipping anymore. Let him run some routes.
3rd and 2. Got 2 downs to get the. 2 downs to get the.
Yeah, you're definitely 4-down territory right here.
This is where I like.
Pate, the Browns deferred. The Browns deferred, so they got a chance to get a touchdown, get a field goal, get the ball back, and have the first possession of the 3rd quarter and tie the game or take the lead without the Steelers ever touching the ball. Again, looks like they just keep playing a lot of zone, a little pressure here. Watch out!
Can't do that. Can't do that. Cannot take a sack on 3rd and 2. Timeout. Call timeout. Timeout.
I'm not sure what he saw, Pate. He had, they ran a little spot route just to that receiver. I don't know if he was waiting for the rail, but you can kind of see this receiver right there, Peoples. He's got him open. I don't know why. That should be his kind of first read right there to get the first down. I don't know why he didn't hit him.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was waiting for the running back on the rail to get open.
Spot route. That's the first
right
read.
there.
Just take it. He
right
pumps.
there. Boom.
It's almost like he predetermined that he wasn't going to be open. He assumed it was going to get covered. He kind of gave the token pump. That's the read. I mean, it's just spot spacing, right? It's spacing on the backside.
Spacing right there. Just they're actually first read. You can react to that back if you get a pick route, but there was no pick. There was no rub. You hate not in the possession, get a sack right there because you had a guy open. Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Pate? What do you think? You think Pittsburgh tries for something? Or you think they're happy with the 10-0 lead right here?
Come out and hand it off to Harris. If he gets like 15 yards, maybe you call a timeout, then you start throwing. If not, I think you take it to halftime with a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, I agree.
Means, of course, that Ben will come out and throw deep,
reset the game
and they'll go down and score based on my prediction.
Thank you.
Record completion percentage so far this half.
You're good on the Browns. You're kind of bad predicting the Steelers so far.
He's talking a lot. He's talking a lot in the huddle. That's usually not a run play. All right, so let's see.
Calling 2 plays. Oh, I saw a double point. Maybe a fake double point. So you do that on the
double point
also?
And run it possibly. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm telling you, the old savvy veteran, right? Talk a long time in the huddle, make the defense think it's a pass, call a draw. Cleveland's going to call. No, good. Cleveland's going to call timeout.
Cleveland, they're first. It will be 30 seconds.
There you go.
Eli, it was interesting. I talked to Kevin Stefanski. He said they did not watch the Bengals game. They were busing to Pittsburgh from Cleveland.
Thank you.
Maybe players did, obviously, on their phones, but Coach Stefanski did not watch that game on purpose because it's such a roller coaster, trying to decide if you're going to be in playoff contention or you're going to be out of it. So he intentionally did not watch that game. There's nothing worse than that. Only thing I can think of is worse than that is when you're actually playing a game and you're scoreboard watching, right? And you're watching highlights of the Bengals beating the Chiefs, knowing right as you're playing your game, your playoff hopes are over. So, but probably a smart move, not watching that game. And nice job by Joe Burrow. He's not throwing any touchdowns recently, huh? What's he got, 9 in the past 2 weeks? Jeez.
He's on fire.
You got him on your fantasy team? You got him on your fantasy?
I do not. I am in the championship game. I have Najee Harris. I needed him to score about 80 points tonight, and doesn't look like it's happening.
That's
need a big
yards.
second half.
big second half out of Najee. I like another double point. He might double point draw play.
He's not coming.
Safety's going back.
Oh, the corner fell down. It was covered. They went back to cover 2. A little slant, flat.
They're going to call the late hit?
Oh, late hit. Late hit. All of a sudden, that changes things now, Peyton.
You might do something.
You got the 2 timeouts. You'll be right around the 45-yard line or
After
so.
the play was over.
You can go get a chunk.
Foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 22, defense. 15-yard
I mean,
penalty.
Eli, I think Pittsburgh was willing to let this thing go, and Cleveland calls timeout. And now Pittsburgh might say, all right, you sure you want to do that? I mean, they get a long field goal attempt here. I gotta tell you, I think 10-0 was better than 13, the way my math works.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part. It's like you kind of had a good call. They were running slants, quick game. You're playing cover 2. The corner should be sitting right out there on the flat, make the tackle. You get the ball back. Instead, you fall down and you give them a chance.
I want you to do this. I mean, you don't see the whisper much anymore.
That means you have either a lot of young receivers. Chip Clowney here.
Hey, don't tell anybody, all right? But I want you to run a corner route.
Just between me and you. Don't anybody else know.
Why are you whispering? You think Cleveland can hear? They can't hear.
We're gonna get to maybe see if Ben still's got the big arm here.
Hail Mary arm.
Is this Hail Mary?
Hey, he's got too much pride. He does not want to throw an interception.
Charge timeout. Cleveland, they're second.
Cleveland
30
calls
seconds.
another timeout.
You could still, I mean,
7 seconds.
7 seconds. You could still throw like a corner route somehow, or get something and get 20 yards maybe and get out of bounds. You got enough time?
Yeah, to me, it's probably the similar throw that he just made. Some kind of side pocket where, throw it up to Claypool where he jumps over the corner, can catch it and get out of bounds. I mean, you're probably just trying to throw it to get into Hail Mary range, I think. Because I don't think you have time to get to the 40-yard line, for a 57-yard field goal.
Yeah, I mean, 7 seconds.
Does he whisper here, though? Does he whisper? No, he's not whispering to anybody. Yeah, he just told them all one time what the play was.
Get a point? Any double point? No double points either.
That's over now.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Do that, Ben. Oh, watch lateral. Oh. It's not the way you want to end that.
Interesting.
This is.
Interesting 2-minute drives by both teams there.
Both are not going on the 2-minute drive reel as far as like studying in the offseason.
It looks like they were trying to maybe throw something quick to get 5 or 10 extra yards. It wasn't open. They didn't have anything else. Just throw it out of bounds, right?
Snoop and Aaron Rodgers in the second half, E.
All right, let's go.
Where's my birthday cake? Can we have some birthday cake?
Who's next? Eli, how about this one? Hey, my headset's out.
A lot of static in Hawaii.
Push the button.
I love Austin Hooper. He's a great player. I probably wouldn't let him back in the huddle for at least 3 more series. There's no way you're going to recover that fumble with 330-pound D lineman falling on your face and pushing your face.
Hey, if you call me coach one more time, I'm going to take that. Hey, why is there only one guy who gets makeup on this set?
I'm pretty. I'm just naturally pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Got some cake eating. Ooh, nice. Jumper,
me.
Eli. What is this? Gosh. So glad we found that. Eli being social with all his friends. Focus on.
I had to think about what I wanted to wish for. A big wish.
Very focused.
Big wish.
It's hard to believe you're 41, bro. It makes me feel old. Happy birthday. Snoop Dogg and Aaron Rodgers.
You can sing
next
happy
guest.
birthday.
That's your present. I will not sing. Snoop may sing. Maybe Aaron.
Ooh, you have to ask. You have to ask Snoop. You have to ask Snoop to sing for me. That can be your present.
Maybe Aaron will sing.
No, I don't really want to hear Aaron sing.
All right. Second half, E. Can we run the ball a little more, Cleveland? Just run it. Can we run it every play?
Chubb? Did our sideline reporter ever get us some information?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Duke Johnson is their 2-minute running back, but I mean, he's your best player on offense. Just keep him in the entire game and just give it to him. right? I mean, yeah. Put the Pro Bowl running back in the game behind his Pro Bowl guards and just run it inside. I mean, Pittsburgh is struggling on run defense.
He have 4 rushes? He have 4 rushes?
Got 4 carries.
That was.
We're not saving them for the playoffs.
Baker's got 4 completions.
I know that's the harsh comment to hear from Browns fans, but he's going to get the whole month of January off after next week.
Let's see if they listen to you. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a lot of 3 tight ends, run the ball, some play action. And all right, Chubb's in the game though. That's a good thing. He is in the game, so there's a chance you could be right. I like that power. I have to come back to that power. Get those guard, everybody blocking down, that guard pulling. They ran it last time they ran it. They got 30 yards. I think come back to that play. It's the only play that's worked so far for them. You can kind of see. You can see here, Pate. They're in 3 receivers, right? They're in 11 personnel, but Pittsburgh is staying base personnel. They're going to say, hey, you can't. It's hard to run. It's hard to find runs. You know, you're kind of going to have an unblocked guy. You know, base personnel is that they got their, their defensive, nose guard. They got their 2 defensive ends. Their 2 outside linebackers. They got 7 guys basically in the box. You got 6 blockers right there. So they're kind of stayed there 3-4 almost, and so they're big bodies, 5 big bodies on the line of scrimmage. 27's gonna be unblocked right there every time, but you guys still got to find runs.
Yeah, Coach Stefanski kind of said if Pittsburgh was going to stay in their 3-4 base defense versus their 3 wides, they were going to try to throw them out of it, right? They were going to try to get them out of that. I would abort that plan, and I would just keep running it.
Run them into
if they
that.
Play 3-4, I mean, yeah, that was a perfect example right there. The inside linebacker was free; he was unblocked, but we still got 6-7 yards,
5
right?
yards.
That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. So just keep doing it. I'd run it right here too. If you get Chubb,
there goes sub. They'll go sub personnel here.
Yeah, sub meaning their nickel defense, their dime defense, substitutes. Yeah, that's why it's called sub. I think you still can run it here. Probably not with Cooper in the backfield. There you go. That's good.
Good possession.
Anytime Chubb is not next to Baker, nothing good is happening. All right? Put Hooper next to Baker. You think there's a threat of the run there? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I tried to check to you start checking to a run. You have the tight end.
How about Cam Hayward? I was at a coin toss with him for a playoff game, and he tells me before the coin toss, hey, you played with my dad. I was like, wow. You talk about feeling old. I played with Craig Ironhead Hayward my rookie year with the Colts. But when you're playing against somebody's son in an NFL game, that means you're old. So that's why I retired 3 games later. So what a player, though. All right, we're back. Eli, we are honored to have Snoop Dogg joining us in the 3rd quarter as our guest. Welcome, Snoop. It's Eli's birthday. Hey, the floor is yours. Please give him some kind of present. He needs it.
Eli, I would like to present to you this death row chain for being so hip-hop and being so hip. That's yours, baby. When I see you, you got that. I'm going to put that around your neck. Happy 41st birthday, Eli.
Thank you. I will look good in that.
Eli, I want you wearing that for the playoff game in 2 weeks. All right, that's a must. Hey, Snoop, we all know you're a big football fan, but also a huge Steelers fan. We were told you've been watching them since you were a kid. How did you become such a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan?
Well, in the 70s, watching your dad and watching the Steelers and the Raiders and the Cowboys and the teams from the 70s, I fell in love with their great defense, the way they moved the ball, just the way that they just played football in general. It was fun to watch as a kid, and as I became an adult, I fell more in love with it because I got a chance to meet the players. I got to meet Coach Cowher and Ben Roethlisberger and, Jerome Bettis and the rest of the guys, and, I became a part of the Steeler Nation.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's been a good run for sure.
And I know, Snoop, you're not just a fan of the football, but you're also been coaching a lot of youth football for a number of years, including your son. I don't know if you know this, but Peyton coaches his son in youth football. But I just assume that he makes all the kids memorize like 100 plays. He makes them waste all their time audibling the whole time. And is that your coaching style, or do you let your kids like have a little fun?
Well, you know, when I coach, I like to let them have a lot of fun, Eli. Not a little fun, but a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of times I let the kids teach me because they so enthused with watching the NFL, and they'll watch a game on Sunday and come to practice on Monday wanting to run this new offense that Patrick Mahomes is running or Jackson is running. So I like to let the kids get involved heavily. But whatever they think creatively works, I let them put it in as far as input.
I like that style. That sounds a lot more fun than Peyton's style.
Hey, Snoop, that's a pretty good stiff arm by your rookie running back Harris right there. What do you think about that?
Hey, I think he related to Franco Harris the way he run the ball, man. He got a mean stiff arm. He like baby Derrick Henry. Give me some of that. Sit down, clown.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I need some of that.
Mack truck.
Yeah, on that run, he just passed Franco Harris, believe it or not, Snoop, for most rushing yards as a rookie with the Steelers. That's pretty good company right there.
That's great company. I like Najee Harris. I think we don't get him involved enough, but I think, you know, he's learning the system and learning how to play football, learning how to block, and learning how to use his hands as well as his legs.
I agree with you there. I think both these running backs ought to be getting some more carries, Chubb and Harris. Snoop, you've done some amazing work for youth football. You run a football league for kids. It's been going strong for years. You have some alumni in the NFL. It's got to make you proud watching these kids grow up and now playing in the NFL.
Man, that's the greatest feeling in the world, Peyton. And when one of my guys, Ronnie Hillman, when he was playing with you for that Super Bowl, that was one of the greatest feelings ever, to have a kid to come out of my league, to make it to the Super Bowl, and for you to call plays for him, for you to whisper in his ear and say a few things to him and get him to check for you and make sure the block is right. Man, that felt so good, man. Thank you, Peyton. We appreciate you for that, baby.
Well, I tell you, Ronnie Hillman was a great player. He was quick to throw it to him out of the backfield. I can tell you coached him well as a kid back in the day. I like it.
Yeah, we got Juju Smith too. He's on IR right now, but when he come back, I'm pretty sure Juju gonna do what he loved doing. The kids love him. Like the kids that we coach, we like to give them personality and let them be great guys on the field and off the field, and not just be superstars, but come back to the community and inspire the youth to do what they do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Another free
play
play here.
here.
He's going deep.
Free play.
Going deep, Snoop. Free play.
There's too many people over there, Ben. It can't be that free.
Well, they jumped all sides.
Outside. Defense number 90. Moved into the neutral zone prior to the snap.
Oh, Ben gonna be up there with y'all. He gonna be hanging out with y'all in a minute. Ben gonna give him a spot. It save Ben a spot on the couch next to y'all.
I like it. I like it. There's plenty of room, I can promise you.
Yeah, Snoop, I know we've talked a little bit about Coach Madden. You know, a lot of people know him as a coach. Some people know him as a broadcaster, and others know him just as a video game. I know you are a big fan of the Madden video game, and I think we have some clips after this play. We'll listen in to you playing Madden and kind of your style in the video game here.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's
Nice.
listen.
Look at this. This.
Hey,
I'm not really sure about the etiquette, but I don't think you're supposed to be able to shut the game off.
I don't like losing. I got a little bit of Peyton in my blood. I don't take losing too well.
Are you allowed to just shut the game off? I didn't know you could do that in football. You'd be like, game over, start over.
Yeah, man, you can do that in football. It's called the reset button. You hit that reset button, Eli, you walk on out of there.
Hey, Snoop, you
I
got some
tried that
pretty
a few
exciting.
times.
I'm gonna need a reset here after that. That was outstanding. Hey, Snoop, you got some big news coming up next month. Performing at halftime of the Super Bowl. What can we expect to see from you in Los Angeles?
It's going to be a great performance. You got Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. It's going to be a great presentation. We're so thankful that the NFL is accepting hip-hop on stage and letting us do what we do. We plan to put together a great show to, give the people something that they've been waiting on. They love to watch a great Super Bowl game, but at the same time, at halftime, we be loving to see who's going to perform. So we're going to give you the greatest performance you ever seen in hip-hop history.
I'm excited.
We're excited about it.
That's going to be awesome.
Snoop, when you're playing football, no current player goes to the Super Bowl, and most of them don't even watch it because it's so hard because you wish you were there. And there's a good chance one of the teams playing in it beat you, but we always watch the halftime show, right? That was a guarantee. So now that we're retired, we will watch the game and especially watch the halftime show. So good luck with that. It's going to be exciting.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure watching you two boys play, too, man. I want to give a shout-out to your father. You always know that I'm going to give respect to the Papa Dog, Archie. But the way you guys played the game, you guys played with class. I love the way you guys won. I love the way you guys, did y'all thing. And I'm happy for y'all off the field with this show that you got and all y'all endeavors, man. Y'all keep up the great work, man. I wish I was a Manning. Can I be adopted?
Absolutely,
yeah,
you can. Hey,
you're a coach. You're coaching.
Hey, 3rd and 10 right here. Call this next play. What do you think? What's Pittsburgh got to do to get in the end zone here?
3rd and 10, what we got to do is be real smart. Let's go with an empty backfield. Go empty and take what they give us up the seam. I don't think we need a running back. Have them come out the backfield.
I like that.
They can't come
out. Yeah, 3rd and 10. They're not going to run it here.
Not running it. They're going back. Cover
seam,
2.
though. I like the seam. They're throwing that
Oh, come on, man.
A lot versus cover 2.
It's
Come
too
on,
quick.
man. You throwing it before
Like
people.
Snoop's call.
I didn't like that at all. I think we're getting to the point now where Ben is calling his own plays now. Ben ain't listening to the man in the headset. He calling his own plays.
When you say it's probably your last game, he's going rogue. He's going rogue.
Yeah, I'm calling this my way. I want a 2-yard out route. I don't care if it's 3rd and 11. I want to run a 2-yard out right now.
All right. This field goal, I think 13 might be enough to beat these guys. That's solid. This guy's
right.
solid. Hey, Snoop, stay with us. I got one more commercial
16.
here. Stay with us.
I ain't going nowhere,
Stay with us
baby.
here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All righty.
Yeah,
more video, Snoop. Playing video games. All right, welcome back. We got 13-0. Cleveland cannot get much going right now, but see if they can get the ball back. Hey, all they need, Peyton, they get one touchdown. They get a drive going. They're back in this game. But we got Snoop with us. He's been we're showing him some of his skills playing Madden. We got the chain going. I'm excited. I'll give you my address after this to make sure I get that for the playoff game. And Snoop, it's been said that every musician wants to be a professional athlete. Every professional athlete wants to be a musician. Peyton and I kind of took that to the test, and in a commercial, we really showed off our rapping skills. Do you think that all the three of us can collaborate on a song, or would that maybe ruin your career? That'd be over.
No, I actually thought the song and the video was dope when y'all dropped it. I kind of liked it a whole lot, and I think we could, become a heck of a trio. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I did not see you
now
going
that
with
you
that
got
answer.
you got your chain.
Yeah.
You got your chain now, so you fully represented now. We got to get on Peyton one now so we can catch up to where we at.
What would our name be? What would be like my musical name? Is that a word?
Musical is not a word, Snoop. Tell him that. That is not a word.
Hey, I'm rapping here, Peyton. I'm rapping. You can make up words when you're rapping,
Okay.
I'm spitting lyrics over here.
If you know.
Yeah.
Hey, right
I think
there.
we would be.
Eli, go ahead. Let's hear it. I want to hear the name. I want to hear a good name.
The name of the group. I think it'd be.
I don't know yet. I'm stuck. It's that It's probably because it's not going to work, is what you're really trying to say.
I think it's
you're being very nice saying that video was nice, but
three quarterbacks with no sacks.
I like it.
Yeah, that's us, the 3 quarterbacks with no sacks, just like that.
Here it is. Here's my power play, Pate. Here's my power play. Block down, pull this guard, pull the tight end also.
That's good blocking.
There it is.
On the play before that, Watt was dropping into coverage, right? That's what Cleveland wants, right? Watt is technically a linebacker. He rushes most of the time, but he does drop into coverage. I don't know why they ever do it, because that's what a quarterback wants. There's a good stiff arm, Snoop.
Oh, yeah, but he didn't go nowhere. Now, gang tackle. Let's gang up on him now. Gang tackle. Hey, you know, I like T.J. Watt because he's the baby brother. I like brothers like you and Eli, like him and J.J. It's something about that baby brother. That baby brother just plays with a little bit more intensity when he get his moment.
That's it.
Can you agree to that, Eli?
I agree.
That's right.
100%. We're speaking the same language over here. Hey, you a baby brother? You got any brothers? Any sisters?
Yeah, I'm a middle child, so I'm the middle of the bunch. So I got an older brother and a younger brother, so I understand the dynamics of everything.
That's a good spot. It's a good spot right in the middle. There's your boy Watt right there. Another batted ball.
Putting that pressure. Hey, Peyton, was you happy for Eli when he knocked off Tom Brady's perfect season?
I got to tell you, Snoop, the Colts won the Super Bowl the year before. It was as awesome as you think it would be. I was super excited, but it was even more enjoyable watching Eli go out there and do his thing. That's my little brother out there. He's leading the Giants on this 2-minute drill and throws a touchdown pass to Plaxico Boris with 40 seconds left to beat an undefeated Patriots team. It was one of the proudest moments of my football career, and I wasn't even playing. I was just a fan in the stands, so no doubt about it. That was a special moment for me.
Hey, special for me, too. True story. I was supposed to perform for the Patriots that night, but when they lost, I ended up MIA. I went missing in action.
Wow.
You should have come to my party. You should have come to my party, Snoop. That could have been the beginning of our band right there.
Yeah.
I know, Eli. I was contracted by Mr. Kraft, and when they didn't win, I couldn't show up. I said, I don't want to perform for them, man. What I look like standing on stage when they just lost the first game of their season? I'm in the bedroom. I'm sick.
We didn't even have a band booked. No one thought we were going to win, so we had nothing. We didn't even have a space rented out. We had a plane going back that night just to get out of town, I think.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That y'all pulled that off like that. That's crazy. Shout out to Michael Strahan and the defense too. Y'all boys played y'all butts off that night.
They balled out. They balled out on defense, no doubt. All right, stay with us. Stay with us, Snoop. We need you for one more segment here.
I'm here, baby. Steeler Nation.
All right, we're back. Snoop's still with us. All right, Snoop, play Steelers GM here. Ben Roethlisberger retires. Do you get your new quarterback through the draft, or is there a free agent out there on a current NFL team that you're bringing over to Pittsburgh? What's the move?
I'm definitely going after Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers off the top. You got to go for one of those veterans right there that's savvy enough to come in and take the team to the promised land, because we're just a quarterback away, if you ask me. So I'm definitely going for one of those two guys. And if it don't work, then I'm going in the draft, trying to see if I can get one of those, youngsters coming up out the draft.
Pretty good quarterback from Pittsburgh University, Kenny Pickett, might be available for the Steelers. But Russell and Aaron, we'll put a word in with Aaron in the fourth quarter for you. He's our guest coming up here after you, so we'll try to get that deal done. I'm sure Matt LaFleur will love that. It is quarterbacks going to the Steelers before the playoffs.
Yeah. Tell him we got that old discount double check.
I can promise you, between me and Baker Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers, the insurance market is covered in this game right here. That's for sure.
Got it all.
I love it. Shout out to your commercials, Peyton. You be getting money, man. You be getting it in, boy.
I mean, nobody hits you in the back. You know, you do a commercial. It's less pressure than, you know, facing a Pittsburgh blitzing defense. So, all right, Snoop, give me some more old school Steelers that you loved growing up, right? Mean Joe Green had to be one of your favorites.
I love Mean Joe Green. I love Donnie Shell. I loved Jack Lambert. I love Jack Ham. I love Rocky Blyer, the old school fullback. You know what I mean? To open up the hole. I love Lynn Swan with his ballet catches on the sideline. John Stallworth. I mean, I just love the whole get down, the way we played. We played with a spirit. Like, it was a spirit that we love to win and we hate to lose. Like, it's something about the spirit of a team that can rub off onto the fan base. And that's what happened. It rubbed off on me in the 70s to where it's 2022, and I'm still a Steelers fan like it was 1975.
Well, you just named the 1975 starting lineup off the tip of your tongue. That was impressive. Clowney got a little pressure there. It looked like Ben was down at the one.
Yeah, looks like
Joe Green right there.
Yeah,
he would see how smart he was to get
down,
his knee down before he went that end zone. That was smart, man. Get that knee down.
Oh, you get the knee down. That wasn't a great, you know. They got a little possession, good field position right here, but Snoop, you got to stay with us for one more. That was too quick of a possession. All right, you got to stay with us. Talk some more Steelers defense.
That was a real 3 and out.
All right, welcome back. We got tweets coming in galore on the idea of us getting this rap group going. So if the brothers Manning and Snoop Dogg were in a rap group, they'd be called Dog Bites Manning. What do you think, Snoop? You like that one?
I kind of like that. I ain't mad at that. It sounds like a rock group. I like that, though. Dog Bites Manning. Coming up next on the MTV Award.
There you go. There's the play action right there, right, Pate?
Make a play, Mika.
Yeah, there's the play action right there. That was play action. That was rhythm passing, right? Boom. Little in-breaking route.
Simple. Callaway, speed.
That's what they
ran away from.
Needed some. Boom. Step into that throw.
Yeah, he did. He stepped into that when he finished, right? I think Baker gets in trouble sometimes. He throws and he doesn't finish. That ball sails on him sometimes. Sometimes his left foot's not pointed toward the target. Right there, he got back, left foot pointed toward the target, made his best throw of the night down here in the 10-yard line. They need a touchdown here. Field goal's not good enough here.
This is Chubb time.
Yeah, it is.
I think two more of those, maybe 3 more of those, whatever it takes.
What do you think, Snoop? I think 3 more runs by Chubb is the play here. I'd leave it in his hands.
Yeah, they going big boy ball now. They finna ground and pound, try to get that easy touchdown so that way it can be a 1-possession game. But at the same time, if we stiffen up on defense, we can hold them to 3. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
You see Pittsburgh's going big right now, Pate. They're saying they're not going to run. They're putting their goal line defense in right here.
A-gap. Come through that A-gap. Get that A-gap. Get that A-gap. Get that A-gap. Hold him up. Good job. Good job. A-gap.
Who are you rooting for, Snoop? I can't tell. He's got the terrible towel. You got a shirt?
Yeah.
Hayward jumped over a guy. Baby. Hayward hurdled somebody. Oh, he's got the towel.
Hey,
wow.
That's Cam Hayward. That's Ironhead's boy right there. He's the dog. Ironhead's son.
That's his boy. Yep. Yep.
Let's go. Right. Pinch in the middle. Pinch.
Throw it here.
No, he caught it
on the back shoulder. Nice play.
That was it was like a
back shoulder.
It was like a soft back shoulder, Pate. You don't see that much. It was like a lobbed back shoulder.
He kind of mistimed his jump. Eli, he kind of mistimed his shoulders. Yeah,
usually more thrown hard, right? You kind of line drive it. He kind of still threw a high ball, but back shouldered him a little bit.
That's 6'6". You got mossed.
Would you turn off the game right there? Is that a reset? A reset?
Turn the console off.
We still got the lead, so the game don't get cut off right here. We still up.
You're winning.
Yeah, we up. Okay, we can handle that. 13-7. One possession game. Go down and get us a field goal. Oh, yeah. That look nice.
Hey, Snoop,
That
how
look
about
nice.
this one? You like this one?
I like that one.
I got the chain on.
Yeah. Ooh, we even got Archie and Cooper in the gang. I love it. I love it.
Eli's got your chain on? Perfect.
I love it. I love it. Super group, baby. Watch
Part
out,
of the fam.
Beatles. All right, we got a game here.
We got a
Super
game.
Bowl, we
It's
got
one
a game
play.
here. Yeah.
It's one play.
All right, Ben needs to stop throwing those 2-yard out routes, Snoop, and throw it down the field a little bit and run the ball a little more.
Yeah, man, we got to have faith, man. Put that ball up the field, Ben. That's what you're known for. Go out with a bang.
You know, he
Stretch
lost
it out,
his.
Ben. Stretch it out.
What?
Stretch it
They
out.
said they
Stretch it
lost
out.
his headset. His headset went out two possessions ago, Snoop. That's why he kept
That's
calling those
good.
little 2-yard flat routes on third down. So I think they got the communication back. Hopefully they'll get a drive going here.
He loved that 2-yard out route, don't he? That's one of his favorite routes. High percentage. That's high percentage right there.
That's right. That's right.
Snoop, where are you right now? What is that room? It looks like a dome or something. What?
Yeah, this is the mothership, Eli. This is where I put it down. This is where I make my music at. Inglewood, California, the mothership, home of the dog father.
That's it.
We just minutes away
That's
from
where we're
SoFi
going to
Stadium.
create some magic, right?
Yes, sir. This is where we're going to make it happen at. I got the mic booth hot for you right now.
There you go.
That's perfect, Eli. Yeah, go out to the Super Bowl, go over to the mothership, record a couple songs, go watch Snoop perform at halftime. Perfect. Oh, all the tweets are coming in.
All right, we got the rap group
Snoop, D-O-double
QBs.
I like that. I like that.
There
That's
you go.
hot. That's hot.
The tweets are hot. The tweets are hot.
There you go. Oh, face mask?
Face mask.
Nah, that's a head mask. You can touch the top of the helmet.
I think Clowney's saying they grabbed his face mask, and in return, he grabbed Najee's face mask.
He just swiped the top of it
Yeah.
with gave him a nice little polish. He polished the top of it, but I don't guess you can't put your hands nowhere on the helmet, huh?
If you get close, they're going to call it, but they might
Not
be
when you're-
discussing it.
Not when you're 6'8", 290 pounds. There's certain rules you can't do.
Oh, that's
You
damn
can't
near
put your
face mask.
hand. You can't put your hand in the ear hole. I think he put a finger in the ear hole right there. Can't do that.
Yeah, okay. They grab control of it.
No,
yeah,
There's
grab
no
control
foul
of
for
the helmet.
grasping the face mask. Second down.
Hey, you got Clowney and they got Clowney and Garrett.
No.
Yeah.
No call.
They got some grown men on the old D line. They got Joe Green and Jack Lambert and Jack Ham on that D line. They got some men.
Yeah, that's a big boy over there. He remind me of Willie McGinnis, that height that he got, the way he be coming off that edge.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Let's go. Lock up. Let's get this
All
first
right.
down real quick, Ben. Get us 3.
Looks like Ben's whispering. There's a lot of whispering. He's whispering.
He is the quarterback whisperer right now. Come on,
Like
Ben.
it's
Call
too
the
deep
play.
again. Safety's coming down late. They're coming down late.
Oh,
shit.
come on. Benji.
He didn't have a
Yeah,
whole lot of
Cleveland-
time back there. They're getting to him pretty quick right now, Pate. You know, he didn't have a whole lot of time to sit and wait for these things to open up down the field.
Watch Cleveland, too. I mean, they were
receivers
waiting
got to
until
go.
the snap. Just like Bill Cowher was saying, they are not showing their hand at all. They're doing the Bill Cowher wait till the ball is snapped and then rotating down. So Ben can't do one of those audibles, right? He's not sure if it's going to be 2 safeties deep or 1 safety deep. I bet they do the same thing right here. They're going to show one thing, play the other.
Okay, so that's what's going down. That's why he can't really get off into the play, because they ain't showing him what he need to see.
All right.
Charge timeout. Pittsburgh.
Took a timeout.
But,
It will be 30 seconds.
well, ain't that called studying the team during the week to know exactly what they're doing? If you were studying all week, you wouldn't have to be doing all this checking at the line.
I mean, the thing I always try to look for is, kind of whatever they're showing, they're probably going to do the other. So if the safety's down early, there's no way he's going to stay down there early. He's got to be going back late. So you kind of predict the opposite of what you're seeing. But it looks like they got Pittsburgh just a little bit off in what they're doing because they're not got no rhythm whatsoever, no audibles for big plays, explosives, right? I mean, the 2-yard out route, they kind of got that part down. But anything besides that, a lot of whispering here, a lot of whispering.
A lot of whispering. It's really, and they got that pass rush going. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but they're just bringing 4 guys a lot of time and getting the bin. He's got to throw it quick and can't set his feet and can't get the ball down the field.
Going blitz. I think they're going to come out. Yep, there he goes. Coming out. Oh no,
And he's
Snoop,
throwing
not
it
another
fast.
2-yard out route.
Come on, Benji. There's his favorite route. Oh, 2 and out. 2 and out on go. Ready? Great. I remember them days being on one knee in the huddle, drawing that out in the dirt. 2 and out on go. Ready? Great.
Dude,
Hey, any safeties remind you of Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu, the way they play?
I don't know if there's anybody like those two. I'm telling you, Polamalu, I mean, you couldn't tell if he was blitzing, if he was dropping in the coverage. I don't think he knew if he was blitzing half the time. He was so instinctive. He was just going wherever the ball carrier went. And Ed Reed was the best middle safety. He could read quarterback's eyes. He could pattern read. The quarterback was pumping to the right. Ed Reed knew he was going back to the left. Ed Reed was already going to the left before the quarterback even got back there. So I think those two, the 2 best safeties I ever played against, without a doubt. So I'm not sure there's anybody like them two.
Troy was all over the place. He was ready to run. He'd dive over the line of scrimmage and stops. He could do anything. All right, another play action here.
I missed that kind of football. I missed that.
Hey, Snoop, thanks so much. You're a new member of the family. Thanks for the chain, man. You've been the best. Thanks so much for coming on. I'll call you.
Welcome to the family, Snoop. Welcome to the family.
D-O double QBs, baby.
All right, welcome back. We got 13-7. Cleveland's got the ball. We just had Snoop Dogg on. How fun was that? I got a new gold chain out of this, so this has been pretty fun. Pay the worst part of having your birthday and doing a Monday Night Football at the same time is I just looked at my phone for the first time, and then you told everybody I had a birthday. I have like 85 text messages I'm going to have to respond to after the game from people who didn't know it was my birthday. So thanks for ruining that for me. I'll be up till 1 in the morning responding to everybody.
That's good friends you got there.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody on purpose, everybody doesn't know. No one knows it's.
All right, Baker, let's go.
Right after
Keep that
Christmas,
rhythm going. Keep that rhythm going. That'll, Baker.
There you go.
In rhythm. Eli, you're calling it. 3-step drop, 1 hitch, step and throw. Don't look left, don't look right, don't look all over the place. Find your primary target and throw it to him. Nice move.
Kind of almost kind of like, it wasn't quite the stick nod, but he's definitely has a little option route, looks like right there, and just made him look like he was breaking out and come underneath and get open. Looks like it was maybe like a 2-man right there. So the next people he gets to is the safeties for a big gain right there on a 2nd and long.
Yeah. We always call it a jerk route, right? I mean, you make the guy look like a jerk. Getting in there, give him a little stick one way, going the other. Of course, Chubb's out. Why would Chubb be in?
Fourth quarter, you're down 1 score. Take out your Pro Bowler.
Holding. Offense, number 64. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Oh, no, who's
that
that?
help? That doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah.
It's the center.
Look at those guards get up to the second level. Get on those backers. Guys can play.
Oh, if that was I don't know if that was a hold or not. The running back cut it back so much. He was just, the play was supposed to go to the right. He cuts back. I don't know if that was a hold or not, though. They're getting fired up. They're getting loud. Loud in Pittsburgh here, going empty.
Get half back here. Give me 2nd and 10. Give me 2nd and 10.
There you go. Nice. Little out route, just a little off, right? He and Landry just been a little bit off this year. They haven't been the same. Just hitting those. I mean, it's those little ones, right? It's not all about hitting the deep ones. Landry's kind of an intermediate route runner, just missing those 10-yard outs. That's a difference. Hey, get at the 3rd and 10 or get to the 2nd and 10. Instead, you got 2nd and 20. That's just hard.
That's where you need Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams right there. Get you back to 2nd and 10.
They haven't missed a throw all year, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Unbelievable.
Can we get Chubb in the game? Screen.
Nothing.
Pittsburgh's covering those screens. Cleveland's a good screen team. Like Snoop was saying, Pittsburgh studied their film. They're shutting down their screen game.
What's your best 3rd and 20 play here, Pate?
I don't know. I throw it deep and just, hope for an interference, even an interception. As long as you tackle them, it's almost like a punt. Look at these guys. Those shirtless guys in Pittsburgh. I love that. I mean, what I don't do is hold the ball for a long time and take the chance of a sack fumble by Watt.
Right. They're chipping. There you go. Oh. Interference? He's a little early.
Looks like he actually timed that one out pretty nicely.
They had a good drive going. That holding call.
I didn't like that holding call. Little corner hook.
Yeah.
Looks like the guy got there right as the ball.
Timed it up pretty good.
Can you do the snow angels with a player next to you, kind of get in the way?
I don't think you can do it when it's not snowing either, just on grass. You get grass stains. Ooh.
Oh, he shanked it. He shanked it.
Did you get hurt? Did you get an injury, or is he faking an injury?
Dang, no, that's my old teammate. That's Colquitt. All right, coming up after this, Aaron Rodgers. If he thought that following Brett Favre was tough, following Snoop Dogg is going to be the toughest thing he's ever had to do. We're excited to have him on. It'll be fun.
All right, welcome back. We're still in the 4th quarter here. We got a tight game, and it's our pleasure to welcome Aaron Rodgers to the show. Aaron, thanks for coming on. Last night, you defeated the Vikings 37-10. Your Packers are the #1 seed. You're the favorite to win the MVP. Are you having just such a good year that you don't even care about the Manning curse, and you're still coming on the show?
No, I'm good. I'm happy to be on with you guys. You got the market cornered on the quarter zip. So I went through my closet, and this was all I could find was kind of more of a half zip. I saw the commissioner had the quarter zip as well. So I also thought I would kill another bird with the fact that I'm rocking. I got this at a course that Peyton, I believe you're a member. I wanted you to know that regardless of the opposite, I'm available, anytime in March or after that tournament down there. If you need a 4th, I know you probably take your brother. I know you've taken the commissioner before. You've probably taken Snoop down there. So if you need a 4th at any time, let me know.
Well, Snoop is in the family now. So now that you're wearing the quarter zip, I think you have a chance to join the family as well. The only thing I'll tell you, Aaron, if you win this 4th MVP, I don't think you really want to get to 5. I think you just retire and you go off into the sunset. 4 is a lot of MVPs. I mean, it's you don't need any more than that. So if you do that, I think we'll go play for sure.
Has anybody got 5?
I think Peyton might have 5. Snoop's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so too.
I think he knew that one. Good job, Aaron.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you broke Brett Favre's record. Now that had to have been a surreal moment. I mean, when you were a rookie, did you think there's no way this is possible. I mean, was reality better than the dream? Talk about that moment.
Yeah, that was a special moment. I got the chance to play behind a legend who you've had on the show, in Brett, and I got to watch him break Marino's record at the time, which was the most touchdowns at the Metrodome. And I remember that moment. I mean, he was jumping up and down. He got carried around the field. And, I just was thinking, 420 touchdowns? I mean, how is that even possible? I didn't even have one at the time. It's just unbelievable. And now to be able to be the all-time record holder. And I said after the game, the beauty in this game is the simplicity. That's a route that I learned my rookie year, double stick, that every team runs. And, hitting it outside in there, number 2, Allen diving for the end zone. That was a special moment. To do it at home as well, in front of our crowd, was really awesome, too.
Did you check to that play, or was that the play called? Was that an adjustment?
We had the triple slant on, and it just checked based on the leverage, I checked to the outbreaker. The guys over 2 and 3 were, over 3 was inside leverage, and over 2 was kind of head up, so I felt like it was better for the double stick instead of the in breakers at that point. It was 3rd and 4, I believe, so I felt good about hitting Allen there in the slide and us getting a first down. He made a great play to get in the end zone.
You could maybe give Ben some advice on audibles. Snoop has not liked Ben's audibles all night. He said he checks to the 2-yard out route every single time. So I think Snoop would like you to maybe give your counterpart some tips.
Well, we played this team a couple weeks ago, and Clowney was out, thankfully, and Miles is playing on one leg with his groin injury. But I mean, you got to protect the edges. I mean, that's both these teams. With the Browns, watching them, you need a little more presence, I think, on TJ to be able to take some shots down the field. I think that's the biggest issue for both these offenses right now is protection first, and that's why Ben's trying to get the ball out, in some of these adjustments based on some of the 7-up looks, but also the fact that these rushers are getting after him.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, y'all played the Steelers earlier in the season also, and you had a kind of memorable interaction with Coach Tomlin. There's kind of a scene where you're smiling, he's smiling out here. All the Steelers fans kind of thought there was some, deeper meaning to this. If we just show like a shot of Tomlin just smiling, will you smile also and maybe tell us about this secret relationship going on between the two of you?
Yeah, cut to it real quick, will you?
Yeah, let's see. Can we get a shot? Can we get a shot of Tomlin?
Yeah, I was trying to catch him. I was trying to catch him with 12 on the field, and he was over there shaking his head at me like, no, you ain't doing that on us today. I love Mike Tomlin. He's been around for a long time. We played him in the Super Bowl. I have a ton of respect for him. But that's something I stole from you, Peyton. I watched you guys do that to us in a preseason game. You ran like a run to Joseph Adai, and then he came back the next play, and we were trying to sub, and I think he hit Pierre Garçon for about 70 and a touchdown. I was thinking, that's pretty cool. How the heck does he do that? So we started working that in, and now everybody knows when they play us. You got to be careful subbing.
I know. I see you doing that all the time. You get him with 12. I think you got him with 13 earlier this year. 13's that's my max. I never got him with 14, so 14's your goal for the postseason.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Stay with us, pal.
All right, welcome back. We still got Aaron Rodgers with us, and big drive here for the Cleveland Browns, see if they can get something going here. Aaron, you were talking a little bit about, Coach Tomlin. We got Ben Roethlisberger, and you played the Steelers in that 2010 Super Bowl where you beat them. I mean, at the time, Mike McCarthy was your head coach. You threw a touchdown to Jordy Nelson, 2 touchdowns to Greg Jennings. I mean, does that feel like it was yesterday, or does that feel like it was a different lifetime ago?
That feels like a long time ago. That was a great night, but man, the years go by quick. I felt like, that was a good team, but that wasn't even our best team that we've had over the years. I felt like our best team, Eli, was the team you guys beat the next year in the playoffs. We went 15-1 in the regular season, we rolled through it, and then you guys came into town and beat us on the way to win another Super Bowl for you.
Y'all were a very good team. We just kind of we had to hit a couple. We hit a Hail Mary We had guys bouncing off people. You had a sluggo. You had a wide open receiver, and OC just happened to just get the ball and knock it out. So we got very lucky that game. Y'all had some fumbles and some weird plays happening, but y'all were very good. Lucky to win that one.
Aaron, those pictures of you in that Super. Aaron, those shots of you in that Super Bowl, you look so young. Let's take this a little trip down memory lane here, and to me, you're going to be the first guy to win 4 MVPs with 4 different haircuts. I mean, this is an accomplishment, right? This is the draft. Here's the rookie year. Here we go. We're getting the starting job. We're getting going here, right? Oh, yeah. There's an MVP right there. Look at that guy. Another MVP for sure. Now we're getting to the 4th right there. I mean, I had the same haircut every single year my entire career. Still do today.
I can't believe with a nickname like the Sheriff, you never rocked a mustache. What's up with that? That makes absolutely 0 sense. Can you just not grow one, or
you can't grow it? It's not an option.
No, I can't. I had some bad attempts.
You cannot grow.
Yeah.
You cannot grow any hair on the upper lip. A little bit on the cheek. You get a little hair right here. It's like Joe Dirt.
Spotty.
Little hair here too.
Joe Dirt.
Didn't Archie have a mullet at some point? You guys never wanted to grow your hair out at all? It was always high and tight, or what?
Dad had some like mutton chops. He had some red mutton chops. It was
back in the 70s. Back when Snoop was watching him play against the Steelers, he had the chops.
Look at Peyton's hair right now. Does it look like he could grow that long? I mean, where would it grow? What long is going to happen?
Off of me. I mean, Roger Goodell is on me. All right. Snoop was my biggest supporter all year. So, Eli's been killing me all year.
Peyton, I wanted to ask you, do you feel like they did you justice with your bust at the Hall of Fame, or did they maybe exaggerate certain parts?
I actually feel like they did. I told them maybe look like the 25-year-old version of me. I was 25 at one point. Some things have changed since then, so they went back to the 25-year-old. I felt good about it. I felt it was honest, it was fair. So
you get to give the age.
Have lots of options.
You get to request. You get to request your age of the bust.
Yes, you do. I did.
I did. And a pocket. Did you have a pocket square in your bust?
That's a good hair on you.
Terrible towel work. Hey, Aaron. Third.
Oh, there you go.
Aaron, 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30. What do you like, Aaron? What do you like? 3rd and 30.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Free play. A classic Aaron Rodgers hard count.
Not a lot of plays.
Hey, when you used to do the hard count, you used to take a knee. You would take a knee a lot. You give them the jump and they'd snap it. You just kneel down. When did you decide to start throwing it?
I mean, Aaron invented that. He patented it, right? I mean, everybody, as soon as you get the snap, Aaron, right, everybody just goes deep.
Yeah, get open, man. Go deep, get open, find a lane. I never understood the kneel down. That to me, you're just wasting the play. And I feel like at some point, Peyton, you had your lineman move, right? If the guy jumped to his side. So I always said, hey, man, snap that ball as quick as you can, man. Snap that thing, let's go.
Aaron, have you ever looked to see how many touchdowns you've thrown on free plays?
Delay a game.
Them jumping off sides. It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be 20 at least, right?
Yeah, I think with offsides and 12 on the field, we're over 20. I think I heard a stat a couple years ago. Nobody jumps.
Have you ever been wrong?
About it.
Have you ever been wrong though? Have you ever done it and they didn't call the penalty?
I did, but then I learned my lesson that one time. And Ben had a play earlier in the game where it looked like that Garrett had jumped and he took a shot down the right sideline to Claypool, I think it was. So what I started doing was, if I was in the gun, I would peek to the side of the jump and still do it. Peek to the side of the jump, see if they throw the flag, and then proceed to take a shot. But you kind of know with 12 on.
Brilliant.
You know you got him.
Oh yeah, but 12 on the field for sure. You definitely know. Hey, Aaron, you've become good friends with our friend Pat McAfee, who was on this show. Every one of our viewers says Pat should replace us. We're considering making this the McAfee cast, believe it or not. How did you get so close with my old teammate, Pat McAfee?
Yeah, it was right there at the golf tournament. We had a late dropout, and my buddy AJ Hawk said you should get Pat McAfee. So I reached out to Pat. Pat was on actually a stand-up comedy tour. He came off of the tour, joined our team, and I went to him when he got there. I'd never met him, and I introduced myself. I said, hey, when I introduce you tonight at the welcome dinner, do you mind doing a couple minutes of stand-up? He goes, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, oh, it's one of those things where, you kind of ask something to somebody like, oh, crap, why did I do that? Like, I'm putting this guy in a spot. And so, I'm introducing my team, and hey, former punter, all-pro, Pat McAfee's here. And Pat walks up on stage, takes the mic out of my hands, and does 10 minutes of stand-up. And I knew from that point forward we were going to be good friends. And I always appreciate that about Pat.
He's the best.
He went the whole trip, and he rolled his pants up to show off his quads. I mean, it's almost like he's wearing a little short bathing suit, and he played barefoot. And I don't think the golf worked out very well for him, but I made sure, as a partner event, I made sure he had a good partner every time. He was on the winning squad, I think, for most of his matches.
I love it. He's a beauty. Hey, a lot of film study on Monday night, or more of a, obviously you watch the game against the Vikings, but kind of your Monday, Tuesday routine. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, you got to put the previous one to bed first, so it's a lot of the self-scout and kind of going through the game, and then usually later on Monday start getting into the opponent. Tuesday's all about the opponent, checking in with the coaching staff, seeing what the plans, how it's coming together, and then and then getting on to it, and then every day kind of has its own emphasis. For years we would install first, second, third down on Wednesday, and then red zone on Thursday, and Matt likes to do first and second down on Wednesday, third down on Thursday, and then red zone on Friday. So it kind of alters the the preparation slightly, but I enjoy the install process, and it comes a point you get older, but you really have to have that balance between the film study and the preparation, and then relying on your instincts and understand the plan and the inside out. Because as you guys both know, the plan is the plan, and then there's things within the plan that you can get to, whether it's checks or adjustments or subtleties, route signals. You just got to be prepared for it. So it's kind of going through those scenarios the entire week, so you're set up mentally for those situations once the game comes.
And, at the line of scrimmage, Aaron, it looks to me like you have everything at your disposal, every check, zone versus man. Does Coach LaFleur just say, hey, if you see something and you like it, go with it?
That was the funny conversation when he got hired.
The result of the play was
this whole audible conversation. This system doesn't audible, and the system is a system. And I basically say, hey, look, I got 14 years of wisdom, stored up. But I feel like I can add a little bit to the system here and there. But it helps when you have smart players, and that makes all the difference. You guys both know. When you got guys you can be on the same page with subtle body language, nods, quick hand signals. It makes the game so much easier, and that's what I got with most of my guys. Nobody more than Devontae. Him and I, it's almost an extension of our minds on the field, it feels like, at different times. And that's what I had with Jordy Nelson for so many years, and Randall Cobb, and JJ, and Greg. And, it's fun when you got those guys. You can just kind of look out there and maybe make an eye at him, and he knows exactly what you want.
Yeah, I've always said, people talk about where's the best view for a play caller to call the game. Is it on the sidelines or is it in the press box? The best view is from the quarterback position, right? You can see everything. You can tell what's going to happen. When Harrison Smith's supposed to come down, and you can have the last say, right? You can check to it. So good for Matt LaFleur kind of calling an audible on having audibles in your system, because I'd say it's working.
Yeah, I'd say we've gotten along pretty well. Matt just broke the all-time record for wins for a head coach in his first 3 years. We won 39 now in regular season in 3 years. That's quite an accomplishment. He deserves a lot of credit for that. His personality, his leadership, the staff he's put around him is so important to the success of our team year after year. But he's a lot of fun to work with. He's a grinder. We got some great guys to balance that grinding nature with some good personalities on the staff. And it's a lot of fun coming to work. I'll tell you that it makes a big difference when you coming to work and you're just excited about what's going to happen today. I mean, who's going to say something crazy? Who's going to do a crazy presentation? Or, you know, what are we going to laugh about today?
Hey, Aaron, is Matt
He's won all those games with the same haircut, Eli. LaFleur's had the same haircut the entire time. That's been impressive.
He's kind of a bully when it comes to the haircut. There's, you know, we have some barbers that come in, and he always jumps the line. You know, he pulls that head coach rank, and I tell you, nobody spends more time on their eyebrows than Matt. If you guys can pull up a picture of Matt at some point, just look at the chiseled eyebrows that he has. I mean, it's incredible. Look at a guy who, you know, who makes sure he looks his best. You know, head to toe. He's wearing the J's on game day often. He brought Lululemon pants onto the sideline. He's got the quarter zip a lot of times, you know, which you guys appreciate. His hair is always done well, and the eyebrows. I mean, those things are on point every single game.
I mean, that's the new movement, right? I mean, that's McVay, that's Kingsbury, that's Staley. It's the youth movement of coaches, right?
Hey, sex symbols, Peyton, sex symbols, man.
All right, Aaron. Eli and I have some hosting experience on a variety of shows, but neither of us have ever been asked to host Jeopardy. You've hosted the show. You've won the celebrity edition. How much fun did you have hosting the show? And please answer in the form of a question.
I had a blast. I had so much fun. I grew up watching the show, and just like, you know, now the late John Madden and Keith Jackson and Pat Summerall and Al Michaels, Alex Trebek was one of those voices of my youth where you feel like they're a part of your family because you've seen him so many times on TV, and I got to meet him in 2015 when I was on the show for Celebrity Jeopardy. Had a blast doing that. They threw the offer my way, and I jumped at it. I had so much fun doing that, and I studied my ass off. I mean, you know, just like I'm sure, Peyton, you did for hosting the ESPYs and SNL, and there's a pride you take to it that you just want to do such a great job, and so I went back and watched episodes and wrote down every affirmative that he would use in the shows and learned the beat points of the show, and man, I had a blast doing it. I'm so thankful for that. I'll never forget that. That was a life bucket list item for me, and you know, pretty special to be able to do that, and saddened obviously by the passing of Alex, the legend.
Yeah, no doubt.
What percentage of the questions did you know the answer of as you're reading them?
I mean, not that many, to be honest. I mean, this is a little different than Celebrity Jeopardy. I mean, Celebrity Jeopardy is like slightly above the SNL skit, you know, as far as the difficulty of questions. But the real Jeopardy is really hard, and there are some categories. You know, they always want to put a literature category on there, and that's, I mean, even though I read books, like you're talking about 18th century English literature, I'm lost, man. I had a hard enough time reading the questions, more or less, you know, even beginning to try and answer some of them.
What are some of those
books over your shoulder there? Yeah. What are we reading on a Monday or a Tuesday?
Poetry?
Scotch.
Yeah, a lot of French poetry. Yeah. Got Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand over here, and you know, I rearranged them to look like, you know, the whole thing is filled here. I got this helmet here with both you guys signed it, so thanks for doing that. I got a Chuck Norris over here on my left, action figurine. Obviously, that's a staple on any bookshelf in America. So it's the little things that count for sure.
Favre did not have any books. He had deer that he killed, some ducks mounted, and a lot of camo.
That sounds about right.
You get the penalty on 4th and 19. 4th and 19.
Yeah.
Got the pass interference. There we go. There we go.
Rule the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Aaron, I think you were one of the first with the RPO of just kind of, you know, having either running the bubble or running that little flat route and having that receiver blocking, or throwing that tight end in the flat, having both those receivers blocking. Do you think you take credit for inventing some of those plays?
I don't necessarily take credit. I mean, I think remember seeing Brady do it a bunch back in the kind of mid-2000s. And we started incorporating it when Favre was playing. At the time, people were only running the one-step, smoke route, and then Favre liked the one-step slant. So we put that on a lot of our run plays. I remember a play specifically in 2006. We were playing at Seattle, and he threw the one-step slant to Donald, and there was like 4 guys around him, and Donald like broke a tackle and went 60 for a touchdown. And from that point forward, the run solutions were always a part of the offense.
Empty here, 2nd and 10. There was your screen to the left.
That did not look good.
He was expecting that throw.
I think
sacks does Watt have, Eli? What's Watt got going?
He's getting close. I don't know. He's getting close to the
record.
The record.
He's got at least 3.
One away from the record. He's one away from the record.
That is not a record you want to be the quarterback in that record. They show it. I threw a interception to Rod Woodson, and he set the record for interceptions return for touchdowns. Like every time I played Baltimore, they just showed that. Like a little recap of the history of the Ravens. Pick 6, Rod Woodson. So I'm sure this is not one that Baker wants to be a part of.
Give him some help.
Yeah,
I don't know why not chipping.
He's telling him. He's telling 82, go chip Watt. He's over here.
They did. They called it.
Spin move. Oh, he didn't spin again.
Spins, good things happen.
Gotta be a big play. Every time he spins, they get a first down. Oh, that's all I know. Hey, Aaron. I don't think anyone's buying the. I don't think anyone's buying the toe injury anymore. I mean, ever since you faked the toe injury, you've thrown like 25 touchdowns and no interceptions. So it's not working anymore. No one's believing it. So you don't have to talk about it anymore.
I appreciate that. I will say, the internet is undefeated, and the memes this year that I provided will allow for a lot of humor at my expense over the next, I don't know, as long as the internet's around. With me showing my toe and my chin strap over my nose in Arizona, I think I've definitely helped out meme lovers everywhere this year, I'd say.
Hey, Aaron, I know last year had to have been surreal with no fans in the stands, but like Lambeau Field without the fans. I mean, you guys have like 70,000 for your like mini camp in May. So, I mean, this year with the playoffs, #1 seed, talk about how great it's going to be to have those fans back at home.
Yeah, that's going to make a huge difference. Last year was a bizarre.
You know what? Save that for the last 2 minutes because I want to give the Lambeau fans their proper due. So stay with us for commercial, pal. One more for you. All right, we're back. Browns have a 3rd and 10 as opposed to a 4th and 47. Aaron, you were talking about the great fans at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, first of all, do you guys pick the comeback music? Is that?
Eli does. And Eli and Snoop do it. Eli and Snoop do it together.
Yeah, we collaborate on that.
Happy birthday, Eli, by the way. Happy birthday, man. My gift is coming in the mail, I think.
Thank you so much.
Last year
Peyton's also.
Yeah, happy birthday, Peyton. Last year was a bizarre year, man. Just in so many respects. I remember the first game of the year we played in Minnesota, and we ran an end around. And after the play, I heard something I never heard before, clapping from the sideline. It kind of struck me. I was like, "What? Like we're clapping? Oh my God! Yeah, there's no fans. You can hear everything." And it made a big difference on the road to be able to use, live cadence was incredible. We drew the Vikings off sides, I think, 4 times in that game, which would never happen, in
never.
U.S.
silent count
plays.
That was definitely an advantage, but being able to play at home this year with 77 plus at Lambeau is a huge advantage. And I said last night, we finally got that good Lambeau weather. It started off, kickoff was about 10 degrees, got down to about 6 or 7, wind chill around 0. Like that's our kind of weather in Green Bay. And knowing that, teams got to come through the frozen tundra, and hopefully it is frozen to, as low as we can possibly go is a big advantage for us with the weather, and then also obviously our crowd. Last year we hosted and we had about 10,000 for the NFC Championship, I think, and this year, having close to 80 will, I think, make a little bit of a difference.
Did you have to get used to that Green Bay weather? I mean, you grew up in California. Did it take a little time to say, hey, I like it when it's 6 degrees? Is that normal?
I don't know if it's normal. I'm definitely a Cali boy, but I think you learn to deal with it a little bit better. You're still cold. I mean, I was shivering in the second quarter last night, but you start telling yourself, as cold as you are, the other team is colder. They're definitely having a harder time with it than we are. And obviously, when you're winning, I think being on the wrong side of a game when the weather's bad, it feels even worse, I think. So we've been really good at home and really good in the weather over the years, and I feel like it's been an advantage for us, the colder it gets.
Aaron, you've been talking about your great fans and home field advantage. Ben Roethlisberger's been one of the great quarterbacks of our generation, and these fans are showing their respect for him tonight. Just talk about your thoughts on Ben and possibly his last game here at Heinz Field.
Yeah, I mean, what a career. Eli, yourself, and Ben and Phil were picked in the draft before me, and I was a sophomore in college and followed you guys' career, and you guys are all Hall of Famers. That's pretty incredible, to see 3 guys drafted in the top 10, I believe, to all have incredible, stellar careers is just unheard of. And Ben, loved watching him play. As much as you both were trailblazers for different things in the league and trends, Ben in the no huddle, for so many years, especially I think about that Arizona Super Bowl when he took the team down for the game-winning score. That's when he was in his happy place for sure, and so much respect for what he's accomplished on the field. He's a tough dude, and even his teammates talking about this year what he's been playing through with his hip injury and making zero qualms about it. Not having to show his toe on TV, he deserves a lot of credit for his toughness and what he's brought to that city. 2 championships, a ton of winning seasons, and just so much respect for what he's accomplished.
No doubt about it. I know he wants to keep it going. Obviously, I think they'll get this one tonight. They got to beat Baltimore next week, and they're going to pull hard for the Jaguars to beat my Colts. I'm not sure they're going to get that one or not, but. It's been a heck of a ride. I mean, Eli, you played in your last home game when you knew it was going to be your last game. I mean, talk about your feelings kind of in that last game. I think it was against the Dolphins.
Yeah, it's an emotional time, and you kind of try to take everything in, and we had the lead. I got kind of taken out of the game with the lead, and have the fans there and cheering. So it's definitely emotional with especially in your home stadium with your fans and everything going around. So I'm sure he'll have his wife, his kids will be around there and extra hugs. So it's obviously been an unbelievable ride for Ben. He's, been able to win championships and go through injuries and make so many plays and do so many great things. So it's been fun to watch him and root for him all these years. So I hope he, can I think, as you said, they'll win this week. Hopefully get a win next week and see what happens. What about you, Peyton? Remember?
Well, I mean, I didn't.
It's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the postseason, which I know is the goal for Ben because, I mean, as Aaron will tell you, I mean, anybody gets in the postseason, it's about getting hot at the right time. But, for me, we played in the AFC Championship. I thought that it was kind of like Ben said, that it was, it was a good chance it was going to be my last game, but I never really wanted to say it just because it becomes a distraction. It becomes all about you. I think Ben's done the right thing this week by, keeping it about the team. They're still in a playoff run, but certainly a lot of emotions. For me, it was my 4th year in Denver. For somebody like Ben or Aaron who's, played so long in one place like you have, Eli, I think it's a little different, knowing all the blood and sweat and tears that Ben has poured out into Heinz Field. There's no doubt all that's going through his mind right now. He's thinking about his rookie year playing for Cowher. He's thinking about some of those AFC Championship games. There's a lot of that going on right now. I know it's an emotional time for him.
Well, still got an onside kick away.
Yeah, that'd be a shame if Cleveland got the onside kick and Ben didn't have maybe one final send-off.
Didn't have a chance. Didn't have a chance to get a drive.
Kind of hoping Pittsburgh gets this onside kick, Aaron. We can pay tribute to him properly.
Well, they still got 2 timeouts as well, so they're going to have to get a first down here. Otherwise, Browns could get it back with 20 seconds or so. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Ben go out with a win for sure at home. Not next week, rooting for the Jaguars to beat the Colts. Like, I don't know if that's going to happen, but much respect to what Ben's accomplished. He has a lot to be proud of. 18 years in the same team, man. That's I've been here for 17. You feel like that's like an adult. You grow up so much from a 21-year-old kid to a 38-year-old with gray in his beard, and now I got long hair. I had short hair and a ton of gel in it when I was drafted, 2005, and definitely
frosted?
the years.
You have some frosted tips in there?
I did that in high school, but I don't think
there was at the draft.
No, there was no frosted tips. I think it was just the sparkle from the lights in the green room as they were cleaning up all around.
As they were vacuuming, yeah.
Yeah,
Alex Smith was already at his press conference in San Francisco.
Yeah, I think he'd already landed in San Fran at his press conference. I was still hanging out in the green room and trying not to look too disinterested.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, you're right though. They're going to have to run. They can't just take a knee, right? Yeah.
No.
So they get a first down and they can.
Yeah, I mean,
deal it out.
Yeah, there won't be much time left if they don't get it, but a first down will put this thing to bed. Pittsburgh Dad will be pretty happy. You guys know about Pittsburgh Dad at all on Twitter? I'm sure you do, Eli.
No. I don't know it. Tell me.
It's a good account. I've been around Pittsburgh people all my life. I mean, from Mike McCarthy, Dom Capers, Alex Van Pelt, Luke Getsy. I've learned so many words from the Pittsburghese language, man. I can speak it. If you can understand, Mike McCarthy on the headset, you can understand anybody. And he had a penchant for keeping a lot of Pittsburgh guys on the staff, and there's a lot of. It's one of those places where people from Pittsburgh are really proud of it, and there's that toughness, that blue collar, that grit that those people have. And I've been around a lot of them for a lot of years, and I enjoy the heck out of them.
Can you give us an example? You got an example? You got a play call or something?
I can't think of it, but just some of the words that they use. Yinzers from Pittsburgh, Gutchies. You guys know what Gutchies are? Underwear.
No, learning a lot on this show.
One of our coaches isn't wearing a Gutchie. He's Gutchie free every single day, Luke Butkus. So, but yeah, there's a whole language from the folks in Pittsburgh.
All right, 3rd and 1. What do you think? Get the first. Pittsburgh call timeout with 20 seconds left, and then let them come off to the sidelines one last time. What do you think, E? You like that approach?
I like that approach. I think there's a good chance. I think this is Najee Harris right here, though.
No, take a shot.
Maybe they'll let him do a little bootleg.
Bootleg. I think fake the knee. Fake the knee. Get up. Throw a bomb.
They're not going to fall for the fake knee. They can't kneel it right here.
Let them get a walk-off TD. Come on, make this interesting. Fans.
Bring Heinz Ward out. Hit Heinz in the end zone right now. Cleveland would never see him.
So boring.
Got it, baby. Go down.
No,
go down.
don't
Go down.
score.
Go down.
Go
Go
down.
down. Down. Down.
No,
Down.
he's
Down.
Ah. Good for my fantasy, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough to get me the win.
Didn't get the 80 points, Eli?
I didn't get the 80 points. I needed a bigger game from Najee.
All right, they should go for two. Go for two. Call timeout and bring them out on the 2-point conversion. Come on, Mike.
Love it.
Aaron, text Mike. I know you have his cell. Text him and tell him to do that.
All right, hold on. No, Matt LaFleur is blowing me up. He's a little sensitive. I was talking about his eyebrows. He didn't like it that I was calling him out about his grooming process that goes on.
That's really That's the goal of the whole show, is to be able to come on and make a mistake and talk bad about somebody or say a curse word, or Gronk. He wasn't practicing. All of a sudden he had to apologize. He said he didn't watch film.
Yeah.
He had a press conference. I do watch film. You have to do a public apology to your coach.
Your punishment is he's going to bench you for the Detroit game, which there's no way you were going to play anyway. So.
Yeah, right. Let's see about that.
Is that right? You're going for it?
Peyton, you had a lot of number one seeds. Did you like playing in the last game, or did you like sitting?
I was talking to the Commissioner Goodell earlier. I mean, nowadays it's kind of hard to. There's not as much choice. I mean, you guys are going to have a choice, I guess, but certainly when you have an injury. I remember when Wes Welker got hurt for the Patriots, everybody made the biggest deal out of it. Look, to me, if you're playing well, it doesn't matter if you have a bye or not. You're playing well. You're playing well. It's about getting healthy, especially with the extra game this season. I think getting that bye is so critical. To get some guys healthy, right? Get some guys back. For you to get healthy, I mean, there's no doubt it's going to make a difference. And if you need 2 games to do that, I'm all for it. So, to me, the veterans are going to know, what's right. The veterans are going to set the tone in practice and the meetings. So, I don't have any worries about, guys handling it the right way.
That's always a thing, though, because if you come out like we did in 11 and we turn the ball over a bunch and look out of sorts, they say, oh, you should have played in week 17 against Detroit. Right. You should have played the starters. Right. You come out and you get guys back and you're well rested. It's like, oh, of course. Yeah, of course you sit in week 17, week 18, you don't play.
That's right.
But the commissioner, he obviously had to say that. He wants those guys to play. He gave the company line for sure, but
it's a big company. So
yeah, it's doing well.
I'd say. All right. Maybe one more play. Hey, Aaron, I can't thank you enough, man, for coming on.
Thanks,
Best
Aaron.
of luck in the postseason. Heck of a year, man. Been fun to watch, man. Good luck. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you,
luck
guys.
going forward, man.
Yeah, love what you do. Thanks for making Monday so fun, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, pal.
Appreciate it.
All the best, man. Good luck.
See you, boys.
All right, Pape. We got, I'll see you in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Little playoff Monday Night Football. It should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking maybe a, I don't know, I was trying to think of some little prediction maybe. Can the Bills play the Patriots? Is that a possibility? Could we get that one? Maybe get a few more throws out of Mac Jones? Maybe. I don't know. Is that too much to wish for? Is a New Year's resolution?
The time they threw it a lot, they lost.
That's a pick. That's a pick.
Cardinals, Cowboys is a possibility. All right, here you go. Big Ben. You might get
How about that? How about the Pittsburgh defense giving them one last play? That is perfect. That is perfect.
There you go. Get a little send-off here. Will they take him out? You have him take a knee, timeout, and then take him out, give him this standing ovation?
I think so, yeah. He deserves it.
Let's see. "18 bin-tastic years." There you go, Najee.
Takes a knee. Good job. Aaron texted Mike.
Yeah.
Called the timeout.
Was there any time left?
They didn't do it.
They called the timeout, but the refs didn't see it.
They didn't take it. So you're not allowed to do it?
That's pretty cool, though. All those guys paying their respects. Myles Garrett, Baker, that's pretty classy right there, E.
Yep, no doubt. Well, they had more to play for, right? I mean, they're kind of even though played bad, but have a shot for the playoffs. But they're also kind of playing for their QB. Guys rally around that. They go out there and want to get him a win, get him a walk off, and let him enjoy this moment. It's kind of an awkward feeling right there, like just walking a bunch of cameras in your way. Probably not real comfortable for him.
You know what? It's funny because it's probably not the way you wanted it other than the win. And that's all that really matters. That's kind of been the story of my career. It's not always pretty, but we find a way. And man, did our defense step up tonight, and the guys they're just so much fun to be out here. These are the best fans in sports, the best place to play. So,
what was going through your mind when Najee kind of sealed it, took that last one to the house?
I didn't think I was going to take the field again, but it's the best play in football when you're an offensive player is to take a knee. And so I'm glad I got to do it one last time.
One last time. How do you leave this place, Ben?
I don't know. With a win.
Wow.
I'm just so thankful for the fans, my family, obviously, and the good Lord has blessed me in so many ways. We still got another game. I'll be excited and ready to go for that, but this is just an awesome place.
All week, you've been saying you've got to focus. You let yourself feel it, but you got to focus. At what point did you just let it all sink in?
Probably about now. Just the end of it, having a chance to go back out there, I don't know, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just so thankful for these fans and this place. There's no place like it.
So. We know what you have meant to Pittsburgh. But what has this city, this venue, Heinz Field, what has it meant to you?
Everything. Like I said, I'm so thankful and blessed to be able to call this place home for almost half my life. In front of these fans and seeing all the signs and all the jerseys and and just to come out here, I don't know, I've been so blessed and I'm just so thankful.
Congratulations on a wonderful career, and it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet, Ben.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, Ben handled that really well. Hopefully he gets a good moment with his family down there in the field, Eli. I know that's something you guys.
I had my kids meet me there in the tunnel and greet me on my way out. It was pretty special, but you can tell he's emotional and how much he appreciates the fans, and they make it worth it, right? When they are behind you and you win championships in a town, there's not many better feelings than that, and they stick with you. So, he's had a great run, and it's been fun to watch him.
See you in the playoffs, bro.
I'll see you in the playoffs.
41, you'll be 41.
I'll still be 41. No birthday.
Get some sleep.
You wearing a quarter zip, or what do you think you're gonna wear? It's playoff. You wearing a suit? Are you wearing a tie?
Aaron kind of said the quarter zip's kind of the staple, so I don't want to disappoint him. So.
All right. Go wait.
He does a lap, Eli. It's going to be 2 a.m. Eastern time by the time you get to bed.
He's doing the full lap. All right, Peyton. I'll see you in 2 weeks in the playoffs, pal.
Congratulations.
All right,
pal.
love you, bro.
See you in the playoffs, bro.
Thank you, guys. Quite a scene. As Ben says good night in Pittsburgh, we say good evening. Coming up on Monday Night Postgame, presented by Abbott. Live reaction from Heinz Field as it continues. We'll hear from Mike Tomlin, Baker Mayfield, plus Ryan Clark with a full breakdown of the game, some thoughts on his time with Ben, and a first look at the AFC playoff scenarios for the last week of the regular season. All that and a whole lot more in 3 minutes.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Monday Night Postgame presented by Abbott. I'm Scott Van Pelt. We're going to hear from the head coaches in a bit following the emotional night in Pittsburgh. Ryan Clark's going to tell us if Pittsburgh can carry some momentum into next week. Let's 20 seconds, all right? When we left you a moment ago, Ben Roethlisberger was leaving the field at Heinz Field. Since then, he's taken a U-turn or decided not to leave at all. Remember he on the bench with Pouncey last year after they lost to the Browns in the playoffs? Went back to that bench, took a seat. They're not leaving Heinz Field. They want to continue to salute the guy who's been the face of the franchise, wife Ashley and their kids on their way out. Some Super Bowl wins, ups, the downs, the whole again. Give me some room, man. My family's going to join me. Can the guy get a little bit of space? Just a little. Can't imagine. Ben and Bodie on their way out. Daughter Bailey, and yeah. The kids often ask, do you have to go to work? Well, Daddy's not going to go to work too much longer. One more week against Baltimore, and then we'll see where it takes us. Live in Pittsburgh as Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers get the victory over division rival Cleveland Browns. They didn't make a big to-do about it. Signs point to this being the last night, but everybody clearly within the organization knew what this was. And that'll be a wrap at home for Ben Roethlisberger. Came out of Miami, got right out there on the field. And 18 years later, that'll be a wrap. There are a lot of questions from a football standpoint. How do you transition? You think of the difficulty with Eli Manning. In the end, is he who he was at his peak? No. But transitioning from that to the next quarterback, it isn't easy. And that will be a challenge for Pittsburgh, but that is an organization that has typically figured it out. And terrible towels coming out, walking down the tunnel with his family by his side. Sometimes the football gods get it right. I don't know how they were supposed to walk out other than with a victory. And the Pittsburgh Steelers get the victory as Ben Roethlisberger and his family head down the tunnel. And we welcome